At what time in your life did you realize that you wanted to be a comedian?
At what time? Like what age?
What time in your life, your phase, like when were you?
I was in my late 20s. I was in my late 20s, and I think I just realized I wasn't good at anything else. Like it was just a process of elimination, but it was also a little bit of, that was the only place that, like open mic and being around that energy was the only thing that I found myself being myself. And then that just evolved with trying and failing and being okay. I guess that's what it is. And I was okay with failing at it over and over. With everything else, I was not okay with failing over and over.
That's what made you realize
that
you wanted to do this.
Yeah.
You were okay with the failure aspect of it.
I was okay with the rejection.
Yeah.
I wasn't okay with the rejection of anything else. Yeah.
Because sometimes for comedians, that's the hardest part, is the rejection.
Yeah. Well, that's rule number 1 or 2, right? Like you're gonna get rejected.
Right.
But
But
so you
over
fall
and
in love
over.
with the rejection?
I have fallen in love with the rejection. Yes, I have fallen in love with understanding that if I get rejected enough, then it's just a matter of time before the rejection stops and turns into like, I want to go see him specifically.
You've fallen in love with it, or are you just putting words in your mouth?
No, in the sense of like I understand that I have to have it has to fail enough times for there to be success, right? Like that it has to. So that's the rejection part, which is, oh, did this joke not work, or did I not position it correctly? Versus being an accountant saying, oh, did I fuck up the counting, or I just hate counting?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, if you don't fail, you don't learn, right?
Right. So that's what I mean. Yeah, I was okay with failing at comedy over and over to learn versus anything else. I was like, I don't want to do this again. I'm failing at it.
What did you do prior?
Everything, man.
Everything.
I did. I did every job you can think of. I've done work at restaurants. I've done accounting work. I've worked at I owned a little hookah bar for a while.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
with a friend of mine in Irvine. You name it, I've done it. I've made a decent amount of money. I tried. I honestly tried.
Gigolo
And they said that they would pay me money to keep the clothes on. I was like, it's a win-win, man. Like I walk in naked and I walk out clothed. Like it worked out perfectly, man. That's all it was.
Interesting. What led you to do your first open mic?
It was a friend of mine, dude, at UCI. His name was Harvin. He did comedy, and he did it very well. And I would hang out with him all the time. Yeah. And he kind of took me to like open mics and stuff like that. And that's kind of like what evolved into me doing it without anybody and going out there and doing it.
Did you have an open mic at your hookah bar?
No, I didn't. This was a little time
Before.
after that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was a little time after that.
Imagine that.
Oh man. In hindsight's always 20/20, right?
Yeah.
Like so. And that's what I always tell my wife is the only regret I have is I wish I wanted to do comedy earlier.
Yeah.
Like I wish I had more hours in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of people, right, when they're chasing their dreams.
Yeah.
I wish I found this earlier.
Yeah.
But, God's time's perfect. Not
Yeah.
ours,
Yeah.
So you went to UCI for school?
Yeah, I went to UCI, man.
What'd you study there?
Bio.
Biology. So you want to be a doctor?
No, I think it was just I was dating a girl
premeditated.
who was doing bio. And
You
it
did
just-
bio because of that?
Yeah, I think so. Like it's pretty much what it came down to. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude. I left home at 18, right? And I'm 40. And so there was a long time of between 18 and 25, I didn't really go back home a lot. So I was just kind of like, what do I want to do? What mistakes do I want to make? How do I want to show up to the world? I don't think I really matured until I was like 30. Like before 30, if you met me, I'm like, dude, who the is this dude? He is all over the place. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Did you find bio interesting at least? Or?
Yeah, I know. I find biology, chemistry, physics. I find all of it interesting.
Her biology.
That's right. And it's funny because I use that into conversations with like I was having a conversation with another comic, which I won't name, but we're having a conversation about like Charlie Kirk, and we were talking about like his whole thing. Yeah. And it's so funny, like people bring religious into it, and then it's like, yeah, but even with data, you kind of, for me, you have to look at it as a scientist. Not that I'm a scientist, but in regards to like data has to be objective enough to say like biology and chemistry. Like I forgot what comedian it was that said it. He's like, if you take all the religious books and you burn them and you rewrite them 200 years from now, I think it's Ricky Gervais, they would have to rewrite them and it would be different. But if you took all the science books and all the math books and destroyed them and rewrote them, the numbers would be exactly the same. And that was like the biggest difference. So like even like having conversations with like some religious people that are like so religious focused versus let's be objective about a situation. It's hard to. This got really dark real quick. I don't know why.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What was the comedian's take on Charlie?
It was more like, why do people demonize him, and why are they celebrating his death? And his message wasn't all wrong. And it was coming from I think it was coming from a religious place, as well as maybe a little more right leaning place. I don't want to judge because I don't know exactly, but that's what it came off as.
How much did you cry when Charlie passed?
How much? These are the 3 times that I've cried. Right. When Charlie passed.
9/11.
9/12. Because
9/12.
I slept in.
Yeah.
So the next day.
Long day's work. Yeah.
It was very long. Very long. And the day I was born. Those are the 3 times that I've cried. So I cried a lot when Charlie went out, dude. Just tears.
I
Just
definitely.
tears. I didn't cry at my wedding. I didn't cry when my grandma died. I cried when Charlie died. I'm not celebrating his death, by the way, by any means. Like, that's not what I'm.
No, it's okay, man. We get it, man.
Yeah.
You're a Charlie Sheen stan. You're a Charlie Kirk crybaby.
Just these Charlies are fucked up,
These
man.
Charlies are
These
just-
Charlies are done.
What did you disagree with the comedian's take though?
I didn't disagree with it. I was honestly just trying to understand
His perspective.
why we choose to believe what we believe. Is it based on religion? Is it based on politics? Is it based on science? Is it based on community? And that's what I was trying to get out of this person. I see what you did there. Yeah, see, you said he, and you thought I was going to say something. I'm not, this person.
Yeah.
So it was more like their stance was. It seemed like it was coming from a place of religion, and it was coming from a place of
Because I mean, I think it's a combination of all those factors. You know, I think it's religion.
And
I think,
it's very subjective. It is. It's very subjective.
Yeah.
But there's objective truths to like certain things, right?
Yeah.
The example I use with her is like obviously Heisenberg's law, right? Like because everything is always in motion. Like you have to create a specific spot to measure from before you can create something, right? And that
That's
spot is still
Heisenberg's
moving.
law, you said?
Yeah. And
That's
so,
why you have to just start.
So like that's like the stars are always moving. For you to measure each star, like you have to put something stagnant. And they say like because it only moves so much, you can.
Interesting.
So the answers are always evolving, right?
Yeah.
So it's not stagnant.
Because
Because there's certain things that are like the world is not flat.
is it?
Yeah.
The world is. I mean, it's up
What
to
do you
debate. The world is not flat. Is
It's
it flat?
triangle.
There's a dome.
It's a
around
dome.
us.
Yeah, there's a dome. There's a dome.
There is.
It
The
starts
thing-
in Israel.
Israel's the center of this
That's
dome.
right. It's a big dome.
Yeah.
The thing with Charlie that I don't understand about
This is
some
gonna be the last
people.
podcast you guys do. Like they had Vipul on the podcast. This shit got dark and stupid real quick, man.
The thing about Charlie though is I don't
Which
understand. Charlie Kirk. I don't understand why people are celebrating. Some people do celebrate, but it's like I think a lot of it is trolling. A lot of it is definitely bots.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is people becoming insensitive to people dying. Because I do think we've gotten, because of so many school shootings, because of so many mass shootings in America, whenever something tragic happens,
Yeah.
we always look for a way to vindicate our beliefs.
Yeah.
So if somebody passes and you're like, okay, this is why this guy died, because of gun control, because of this, because of that. And it's in the heat of the moment, we lose our humanity. We forget that Charlie was a father, regardless of what he said, you know?
Sure. No, I agree with all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes, I think everything is funny in hindsight. Like, I'm sure people will be making jokes about this.
Oh,
Like,
they already are,
They already
right?
are, but like,
Is it funny now?
is it funny? For a lot of, most people, I think it's not funny right now, but like, I'm sure 6 months from now.
Is it not funny because his Second Amendment was challenged? Or was it not funny because somebody was assassinated? Like, which one is it?
To me, the second.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what bothers me is that somebody took his words, got so offended, and decided to take his life out.
It's crazy.
That's disgusting, right?
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, are we going to be focused on the Second Amendment? Are we going to be focused on Charlie? Are we going to be focused on a gun issue? Are we going to be focused? Like, does this kid now have mental health issues? Like, there's so many different things happening at the same time where it's so hyper coming towards us. Like,
Trump's putting an act together. Did you hear about that? It's called the Charlie Kirk Act, which is basically disallowing all media from putting false information out.
On Charlie Kirk.
in general, like because of this situation, they're disallowing all media sources to put any false
Welcome to
information.
North Korea.
Moving forward.
What is false information? And Donald
I don't
Trump is
know.
going to be the judge
Anything
of false
he doesn't
information.
like.
Fake news.
Is that great?
You do a great Trump, by the way. You do a great job with that Trump. Yeah, you do a
What?
phenomenal
How?
Trump.
Are you serious? This is a
Yeah, I
serious
read
thing.
that today. Yeah,
The thing. Okay, so here's
leverage, bro.
what's concerning to me. I don't know if you guys know, but the shooter. Apparently, this is the facts that we know so far. The fact is, according to the governor of Utah, he was in a romantic relationship
The tranny.
with somebody who's transitioning to become a female. His
Who's he?
Tyler Robinson.
Tyler
He
Robinson
was in a relationship
with Day,
Okay.
the person transitioning into a
Sure.
female.
Sure.
His parents were apparently registered Republicans.
Yeah.
Registered Republicans.
Yeah.
We don't know of his ideology. So far, it seems that if you are with a trans person, clearly you're not a right-wing conservative person.
I think most right-wing conservative. Did you see what happened with Grindr when they went to the Republican National Convention?
What? Yeah.
It never made more money. Grindr was out the roof where I think it
Yeah.
You're
crashed.
shitting me.
Bro, you know Don
No.
Lemon, right? Don Lemon,
Yes.
he's gay.
Yeah, he's gay.
Well, he was ex-CNN journalist, but he said he got hit on by so many dudes at the RNC. Like, he would go to these bars.
I don't
and-
trust Don Lent, to be honest with you, but okay.
Why would he make this up, bro? He wouldn't want to brag about these,
He says some weird shit though.
Don Lemon? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, his
I don't.
credibility.
The grinder thing, that's crazy. I mean, Don, I don't really trust.
Yeah. No, the Grindr thing was just
Well, that's just an example.
things that
fact,
that was a fact, like online, and
Don
they
is
showed it.
Also,
weird guy.
apparently, trans porn, the number one.
Trans.
When people
porn?
look for trans porn, the states that pop up are Texas, Kentucky, Mississippi, according to an Instagram
the most
post.
Republican.
Yeah, the most conservative areas are looking for trans porn.
I'm telling
That's a
you,
little weird.
A
little, that's a lot of- very
It's not
weird,
weird.
actually.
It's not weird. It's actually
It is weird. Trans porn?
no, and it's not weird in the sense of like
It makes sense.
because they're so aggressively like anti it. It comes off that weird, but. Democrats or liberals or independents, like everybody, there's a group of people in each one of those that are doing the same thing.
right.
They're not like pro gay because they're Democrat. They're some of them, like I have family that are Democrats. They don't even understand what tranny and all this stuff. I said tranny, but trans means or anything like that. But there's like, my kids are pro it, so I'm pro it. Like they don't understand it.
Yeah.
So I think Republicans are aggressively like, not all of them. Some of them are like aggressively like, no, Adam and Eve, da 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 da. But then, they get home and they got the World Wide Web and
Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
It just they grew up in it, right? And so they just support it.
Yeah, they don't want to be outs. They don't want to. Yeah,
Maybe the outcast.
Trans porn just seems so strange to me. Like, why would you?
it's great
want
for an indecisive person. You know what I mean?
trans porn? That's crazy. The
A
thing-
woman transitioning to man fucking
In the porn,
man
by the way.
transitioning to
in
woman.
the porn, yeah.
It starts off with one and then it ends with the other.
So there's
It's
trans
absolutely
porn
wrong.
stars?
I'm sure.
Go to Thailand, bro. Ladyboys out there.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
To be honest, when I was in Thailand, now that I'm seeing, because I saw a reel the other day with the type of glasses that you have, the dude was out in Thailand asking women if they were ladyboys or not.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I would never have known they're a dude. And when I was in Thailand, I'm looking at these women just like walking by, and I'm sure I passed by many more ladyboys than I would have thought.
He took his
They're
glasses
there.
off.
I forgot.
bro?
No.
Were you
I
recording us?
forgot. Yeah, no. So for whatever reason, after you wear these they're my prescription.
Okay.
And I got them for like point of view.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult to wear these at the gym because I see the funny shit at the gym sometimes.
So you want to record it?
Yeah, so I want to record it, but for whatever reason, after like a few hours, like A, you can't sweat on them like aggressively, and I sweat easily, and then B, like it starts pressing down like
Your
on
temple?
yeah, So
Well, you
start-
can record on those.
yeah.
Wow.
That's what you got caught with.
That's
bro.
how I got. No, that's how I
got
got
caught with
pranked.
what?
No,
Dude,
I didn't get
Call
caught.
him a prank, bro.
You did a prank
It's not
on
even
who?
that great of a prank.
I went to Target to buy body wash, like a clean brown person, and this Asian
you.
kid shows up out of nowhere.
What type of Asian?
Tall Asian. I don't know. I'm assuming Cambodian, something
Okay.
like that. I don't know. Say Harmony is his name.
Say Harmony.
Yeah, he's like a pretty big like Instagram, YouTube. I didn't know who he
Okay.
was.
Yeah.
Comes in, starts like trying to make fun of me, and I make fun of him back. I'm like,
What did he
okay.
open with?
Huh?
What did he open with?
He was like, man, I forgot.
This is ironic.
This is hella ironic.
pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
That's funny. That's how I was like.
He's not a comedian.
Huh? No, I didn't know who he was.
Did inside you laughed your ass off? Like that's pretty funny.
No, I laughed on camera. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was happening, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know. No, I was just like, oh, this kid just trying to be funny. So I responded. I didn't take it
That's so
offense.
funny.
I didn't take any offense to it.
What did you say when you said that?
I would just call him like a dirty Asian. I was like, you dirty.
Oh man,
Something like that. And then I was
25-cent machine joke died.
I threw like
dirty
Indians.
Asian.
I threw Indians under the bus. I was like, oh, it's the Indians that are dirty.
Oh,
Pakistani.
you son of a bitch. That's why you want to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Prove them wrong.
But next thing I know, this happened at Target. I was like, wow, what a weird thing to say, because on stage, I had this whole bit where I was talking about how the most racist things always happen to me when I leave America, and how I'm like praying something racist happens to me in America. And I was like, I found the last bit to it, because this kid was trying to be racist in like a nice way. And then the next day, my friend sends me this video, and it like blew up online. And it's just he was recording me though through those glasses. So I had no idea I was being recorded. I just acted how I would.
But it
naturally
blew. It got
act.
like 2 million views. Right?
Dirty
It's
Asian.
like 4 million, something like that. Yeah, it's
4
crazy.
million views on that. How ironic! What the fuck?
The truth, it will always
messed up, man.
get you likes, dog. The truth will always get you likes.
But on the shooter though, on Tyler Robinson.
Going back to the serious stuff.
What a
Hold on,
shitty
no.
segue, bro.
I gotta say something, because I just saw something. Every single political operative, and like Democrats and Republicans, not every single, but a lot of them are looking for things to vindicate about Tyler Robinson that benefits their point of view. So they're saying the right wingers are saying, what's it called? What's his name? Robinson was a leftist, Marxist, trans-loving person. And then the people on the left are saying, well, this is a guy who grew up with Republican parents. His father was apparently a sheriff.
Yeah, and there was a minister involved.
Yeah, he was like a minister. So they're saying, oh, he's really a conservative, so you should blame this on the conservatives and how they're raising their children. So we're all finding things in this guy that basically fit our point of view. And the truth is getting lost.
Yeah, which is he was able to buy a rifle and shoot somebody. That's the shitty part.
Is it that, or I think the bigger problem was like he disagreed with somebody and he thought they deserved to die because of what they were saying. To me, that's the scary part, you know?
I think the scariest part is that he was Mormon growing up.
He was Mormon.
He was Mormon growing up. That's just, come on, we should just...
Was he actually Mormon?
Yeah.
Utah. Yeah, that's
he
right.
was.
We should actually ban Mormons, because they are the devil's
I think you should
creation.
rewrite the Bible. That was
Again.
beautiful. That was beautiful.
I'm
That was
obviously
amazing.
fucking around. But
Yeah.
He did grow up Mormon, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
So
did.
it's probably a Mormon
I
minister,
just
probably.
learned that right now.
Yeah,
But
speaking in his
it's
ear.
Utah. It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I don't think Mormon had anything to do with it. No. I think it's...
They're basically Muslims. Mormons and Muslims
Mormons?
go hand in
Do
hand.
you do a Trump?
Yes, I do, because this guy...
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Dude, this guy... Oh, my God.
It's a horrible...
It's been years.
It's
been
a horrible
years.
Trump impression.
It's just so much fun, though, bro.
It's
so
fun.
bad.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
much
a lot of
fun.
fun. It's a fun accent. Him and then George Bush was a lot of fun back in the day.
George...
Yeah, because he always did, like, he had his shoulder. When he would laugh, his shoulders would move with him. Yeah. It'd be very silly. Will Ferrell did a phenomenal George Bush.
Bush. Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
seen that.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
SNL.
his
yeah.
George Bush is
Yeah.
spot on.
Really?
Yeah. There was another guy who did a good George Bush. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Can you do a Mormon guy?
No.
Come on, bro.
What
That
is
makes
that?
no
How do you-
sense. Can you do a Catholic guy?
Watch me.
Put me in a room with a kid. No, just kidding.
What were you gonna say about Tyler Robinson? You were gonna say something.
Was I?
Yeah.
Can I
About the
can I-
rifle.
I'm sorry to do this.
Yeah. You want water?
Can I get a water?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I got
sorry,
you. Give me
man.
1 second. No, you're good.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's my
man.
bad.
Just pull a Mormon guy there.
It is.
Do you see any similarities between Mormons and Muslims, honestly? Are you Muslim?
I'm not.
Okay.
I wish I said I was, because then it would have been an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not. I was born in a Hindu family,
Okay.
but I'm not.
You don't identify
I don't
as
identify
anything.
anything. No,
As anything.
I go to Hindu festivals.
Okay.
I have Muslim friends, and I don't necessarily have the strength to fast 30 days, but sometimes I'll do iftar with them, which is breaking the fast, and have
Okay.
dinner with them. I have an interesting day, which is every religious day essentially lands around the same week, and the underlining message for me is all the same, which is just be a decent person. Like, don't mess around, man. And I think human beings have taken that message and making it more and more subjective.
For sure.
So it's hard for me to believe that there's one of anything. It's just be decent human being. And I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, then
be
I'll
it.
be in hell, dog. But if I'm right, then I'm right. Doesn't really matter. Yeah.
100%.
Why do you say Muslim? Like you're from the South and you want to kill fucking Muslims. Why do you say Muslim?
I don't want to. I mean, half my family's Muslim.
You can.
Half my family's
Why do you
Catholic.
say Muslim? Can you say Muslim?
I'm Muslim, bro?
Okay, you're just trying.
That's how I've always said it. Muslim.
That is not even a real thing, though. Muslim. Where do you get the Z from?
Muslim.
Why do people pronounce it Muslim?
You sound very offended for a Muslim.
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 Muslims?
Muslims.
If you said Catholic, I wouldn't like say anything.
Nobody says that though because
Catholic.
it doesn't make any sense. It sounds retarded. That's my point.
Catholic.
It sounds so stupid.
Catholic your child.
Catholic your child. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it is sad though because I think things will get worse in America. I don't want them to get worse.
Have you
but-
seen Idiocracy?
A long time ago.
That's what,
Idiocracy.
it's exactly what's happening right now.
What is
Everything
that?
is an
What is
advertisement.
Idiocracy? I know
So
that-
it's a film. You should watch it from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Uh-huh.
It's a film basically describing time in the future. Somebody gets frozen. They go to the future, and the future is just essentially what we're going through now, minus flying cars and a few other things.
Yeah.
But
And Alec Baldwin being
right,
president.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. yeah.
He was president in the
And obviously in the movie. But his the message and the stupidity and the idiocracy and all that of the movie is no matter what side you lean on, it's kind of here. Like it's whether it's leadership being silly, whether it's advertisement everywhere, whether it's just more people are dumber today than they were 20 years ago because information is readily available and you don't have to like think outside the box to look for something. So I think
Interesting.
Yeah, culturally it seems. Yeah, everything's like
Yeah.
almost like a Wall-E type world too.
yeah.
But I don't get why we're so attached to the terms Democrat, Republican. Like why? I
We have to
understand
identify
why.
the things,
Yeah,
right?
but it's like,
You want
who
to feel
cares?
included.
Huh?
You want to feel included in
No, I
something.
get that. I'm just saying like it's gotten the partisanship in America. It just doesn't make any sense anymore because at the end of the day, both parties have very similar beliefs, and these similar beliefs have destroyed America for the last.
It's in my
40
opinion, I
years.
think it's the baby boomer generation and the conditioning they've given their kids, and I think a lot of it is like my family, right? I'll give you them as an example. They were conditioned to believe that if they did X, Y should yield, right? If you got a good job, or you got a good degree, you got a good job, you'll get a good wife, and you'll get a nice house, and then you'll raise kids, and that's the order of things. If you break that order, right? If you don't get the degree, or if you don't get a good job, or if you quit your job and find another job, like that, quote unquote, is what they call instability. So I think Democrats and Republicans, that baby boomer generation, I think they're conditioned to believe like the reason I got here is because of it could be my faith, it could be my companies, it could be I came to this country with nothing and I started something. And I think our generation and your generation, generation before, they're understanding that everything is changing, right? There are more millionaires that are between the ages of 18 and 30 today than ever before, right? We can do so much more today that they don't understand. They'll say things like, something cliche, which is, I don't know how to use this phone in my day. And that's a small version of being a Democrat or a Republican, right? You have to do it this way. You have to go to here. There's less people going to church today than there was.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it sad, or is it more people realizing I don't mind the message, but we're kind of bunched in, right? If I'm Democrat, I have to believe this. If I'm Republican, I have to be this. If I'm Christian, I have to believe this. If I'm Muslim, I have to believe this. If I'm Hindu. And so, like, I think kids are like, dude, I believe in the message, but I don't want to be with you all day at this place because then you're telling me that I have to think of other things the other way.
Well, my problem with that is I think if you don't believe in an organized religion,
Right.
I think it can do so many things good for you. Like it can make you more disciplined. It gives you hope. It gives you purpose. And a lot of people, I will say this, a lot of people demonize religion because of what some really evil people in the religion do.
Right.
And they think that if this religion can create this many people,
Right.
then there's something wrong with the religion. Maybe I don't need to associate myself, but I think
Yeah.
all religions are beautiful.
Oh, they are in this message. Yeah, I agree.
I think America, one of the reasons why we are falling apart as a country is we've demonized religion. And I think who do we blame for that? I think we blame really evil religious people who've used religion as a mechanism of control.
Right. By the way, there's nothing funnier than you saying America's going down the drain than you wearing like the Pakistan
Pakistani
colors.
jersey?
You're like America's going down, Habibi. Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm taking it down.
I'll
with
just
me.
makeshift wall behind you. We have a
green. Everything about this room is green, by the way. Notice this.
I like that.
This is
It's dope.
an ode to Pakistani culture.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you though.
Yeah, but I think that's, I don't know, because I think if you are a follower of an organized religion, truly in its essence, if you're following the teachings, you would never do what Tyler Robinson did, because organized religion teaches you violence should never be used.
Right.
You can never murder anybody for anything. You can't. It's not in your hands. It's in God's hands.
Yeah.
So I think we need religion.
Do you think more people would murder if religion didn't exist?
100%.
Do you know that more people have been murdered in the name of religion?
But it's in the name of religion. The religion didn't tell them to do it. You know what I'm saying?
But in the name of religion, essentially saying, I'm doing this because I'm a martyr, or I'm this, I'm this, I'm
yeah,
this.
but that's like that's you're not doing it because the religion tells you. It's like I can say I'm doing this because of this, but it doesn't make it so.
And I think that's what you were essentially saying, is that they've associated negativity
Right,
with,
exactly.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's a religion's fault, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Like if one Muslim person blows up something, you know.
Why'd you laugh at the end of that, by the way? It's like one Muslim.
Honestly, I'll be
blows up
honest with you.
something.
I'm so happy this shooter was not Muslim, because I think if he was Muslim, I'm serious right now, there would have been some sort of religious war that started, because, you know, I was really concerned. I was so happy.
It would have been, anybody except.
So happy it was a white guy.
By the way, did you see what the Utah governor said?
What?
He said he prayed for 33 hours that he was praying to God that let it be somebody who's not from Utah. Let it be like a foreigner.
Oh, yeah.
Let
Utah's
it be.
going through it, man.
That's crazy,
I was like, you were praying?
Yeah.
I prayed in gratitude. I was like, okay, thank God it's not. I wasn't praying for it to be a specific person. I was like, oh, thank God it's not a Muslim. But I wasn't praying for a specific. The governor of Utah was praying for it to be a foreigner. The governor of Utah was somebody who's not from Utah, not be one of the Mormons. Apparently, I don't know.
Jobs, that's where it's at, man.
What?
Government jobs. You can do anything. Do you see George Santos? He had a job for 2 years after everybody knew what the hell was going on.
You know George Santos, right?
No.
He's the con man who's in jail. He's in jail right now, or did he get pardoned?
No, I don't know that guy.
I think he got pardoned.
No, I think he's in jail.
He's still in jail.
He's still in jail. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
he lied his way to Congress. He made up a resume. He said
Lie
he
is
went
an
to-
understatement, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this guy,
He was like,
he would anything you ask him. At one point, he claimed to be
Oh
Jewish.
yes, I do know this guy about his college. He lied about his college.
everything.
Anything, like,
He went to Harvard.
He's from
he
New
was
York, right?
What state was he? I think
New York?
Nobody
Florida.
knows, bro. Nobody knows.
No, what state
I did
was he
know this guy.
a representative?
Oh,
Florida. I
was
think it was in
I thought
Florida.
it was New York.
New York or
I thought it was
Florida?
New York.
New York?
I thought so.
It could have been.
That's what my memory calls, but I didn't even know his name. So
Yeah, it was pretty bad, dude.
that's
ma-
pretty crazy, huh?
He makes money now from that app where you give money to celebrities to speak.
Oh, I've used it.
What's it called? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You give. Come on, you know the app.
What to speak?
Basically somebody's birthday, or you want to say their name.
Oh,
What's the name of the
yeah.
app? I forgot the name. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, he makes.
They have those guys in Africa do it all the time. They like dance and like, oh, happy
Essentially the
birthday.
same thing.
Yeah,
essentially
similar,
same thing.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of government people lie, but this Utah governor, him praying was crazy. Like that's kind of like ridiculous, and he was so
yeah.
emotional about it. It was like
Cameo.
I was praying.
Cameo.
Yeah. He makes money off Cameo.
Cameo.
So you're saying if somebody like that can make it to Congress, how can we trust anybody?
Government, you can. It's so hard to get. Dude, they had to take this dude to trial, and he could appeal after appeal after. Dude, you steal one burger from McDonald's, fuck you. You're getting fired, bro. You're getting fired.
Yeah. So wait, real quick. He owns Cameo or he does Cameo?
No, he does
Cameo.
Cameo.
He
Cameo's
makes
an app.
money doing Cameos?
Yeah, yeah.
People pay him to make like happy birthday messages
Yeah.
or say hi. Can you
Who
say
the
hi?
fuck would pay that guy?
He's kind of like a culture wars type of person. So he's an
Really?
internet personality. He's made a career off being a fraud.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge career.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't
But I
know.
think that, yeah.
I thought you were saying he was like an investor in the
No.
app or I don't know.
No,
He's
no,
an
no.
investor in
Something.
lying.
What the fuck?
In the
That's
institution
insane.
of lying.
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
Now. Okay.
Yeah, he lied about every single
Got
thing
it.
in his resume. Every single thing was a lie, except even his legal name was a lie. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't know his real name.
It's not even
was.
George Santos.
I don't think it's George
Yeah,
Santos. It's
no.
something else.
How does that even happen, dude?
And people voted for this guy.
Yeah, they voted
We got
for him.
elected.
Yeah,
He got elected. Yeah.
Yeah,
to
he's
Congress.
That is madness.
He was a member
bro.
of Congress.
Yeah, absolutely. The United States Congress. Yeah.
Maybe it's a compliment to Americans because we're so gullible. Like, we're nice people. We'll take you at your word. You know,
Yeah.
we won't doubt you. We'll be like, oh, you went to Harvard? Wow.
Fuck it.
What was
it
your
makes
major at
sense,
Harvard?
I
Yeah.
guess you're going to be Congress. We went to Harvard. Okay, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is. It is one. It's a blessing and a curse to be that like to take somebody at their word because we take our politicians at our word. The war in Iraq.
Yeah, 100%.
We take whatever they say.
Oh, Dick Cheney had his hands so far up George Bush's ass, dude.
Yeah.
He was controlling
Everything, yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't amazing, but
Well, in the sense of like in hindsight, like you
Yeah,
realize
it's
how
crazy.
scared the president of the United States was of his vice president.
yeah, he was definitely the most powerful vice president
Yeah,
we've ever
he
had.
was.
Yeah, but the Tyler Robinson stuff is scary because every single where I look, Democrats and Republicans, they're both doing the same thing. They're trying to find stuff in this guy that fits their point
Some
of
say
view.
Tyler is not Tyler.
Tyler Robinson, that's his name, right?
Charlie is the white man's George Floyd.
Interesting.
Charlie Kirk is the white man's George
In regards to like
Floyd.
the uproar after the fact.
Oh, not the actual act.
No, not the
Oh, got it,
person,
got it,
but the
got it.
uproar after the fact. Like Huntington Beach right now.
It's
Yeah.
nuts, huh?
What's going on?
There's Confederate flags up, dude.
Bro, not even that. They're saying, dude, there was a video of them saying, the white man need to rise. The white men need to rise. Crazy
He
shit.
said that a little too
Video, is it
perfectly,
neo-Nazi
but
rally? Is that a real thing?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah,
pier, bro.
yeah. Nazis, 2025. 2025.
Okay.
Right now,
that's
I can be,
crazy.
I can talk to
What are they doing?
somebody across the world on my phone. I can order food and have it shoved down my gullet if I have enough money without getting off the shitter. And people are talking about the KKK. Like, nothing's changed.
That's pretty crazy, huh?
That's insane. Insane.
That's crazy. Like, so this is an actual thing. I saw on Instagram. I was like, I don't know if it was real
Yeah,
or
it's
not.
an
So it's an
actual
actual thing.
Yeah.
Neo-Nazis are marching in Huntington Beach, 15
Yeah.
miles away from here.
You want to drive over there after this? Check it out.
I
We
want to.
should,
What
yeah.
do they do? Wow. Do you agree with that? He's
Agree?
the white
No,
man's
not-
George Floyd. No, obviously not.
Oh, no,
Nazi.
no, yeah. I was
But
like,
no,
wait.
what you said like, is Charlie Kirk the white man's George Floyd?
The uproar, I don't think it's as well. I mean, we're only a weekend, right? Let's see what happens.
We're only a weekend. I definitely just made that up.
Oh,
But
The white man's George
I just wanna
Floyd.
see-
Oh, I was like, okay.
It just sounded really cool because I see a lot of white people like uproaring about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, you heard it here first.
They're
folks.
wearing
Gen Z
t-shirts.
speaks.
They're wearing T-shirts
Charlie
with his
Kirk-
face, and they're saying we bring the white power back. His wife took an Instagram post with her hand on the corpse,
Yeah.
kissing it,
She was
and
like
posted
caressing
it.
I will say it. What I,
It's some
She's
wild
grieving.
shit, bro.
I
she's
don't
grieving in
blame
her
her.
own
She's
way. She's
grieving.
grieving in her own way.
Yeah.
She's grieving.
But
Shouldn't have
she-
allowed her to do that.
She should. The first response out shouldn't have been, "My husband's message is going to be the biggest force that this world's ever seen." Type deal. It should have been like,
a lot of
"He was
adrenaline
my
pumping.
husband. Like
Yeah.
he's an actual human that had babies."
Yeah.
She said that too. She said that.
Yeah, bro. But
I
it
no, I
turned
get
into
you.
Something like
The thing is, she should. I think in hindsight, she shouldn't have said anything less than 48 hours after the assassination of her
because it's too
husband.
emotional.
It just happened.
Yeah.
Like the night before.
I think what ends up happening when you're
She gets
that,
pressured into saying
everybody
something.
around her is like, you have to say something. We have
You don't
followers.
have to
She's
say-
now
yeah.
the leader of that. I think they made $100 million in their organization or something like that.
Their revenue line every single year is 120 to 150 mil.
Turning Point USA.
Yeah.
What do they
120,
make money
150.
off of?
They don't. So it's a non-profit. So technically, they don't make any money.
So what do they sell though? Like T-shirts,
It
merchandise.
just it's an organization pretty much, and so they have chapters. Remember you
People
told me?
donate.
Yeah, people donate all this money. I think there's like super PACs pretty much behind this, but yeah, they pay people to spread.
It's
the,
a non-profit that makes
$150 million
Yeah. His salary was $300K
a year.
a year, and he said he donated $350K back to the organization. That most of his money came from YouTube or his speaking.
Oh,
Fair
okay.
enough.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, that makes sense.
So he was like,
enough.
"Yeah, I make the $300K a year just to have something on the balance sheet, but I go ahead and it's up to me to donate whatever I want back. So I donate about $350.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he's like, it's a wash,
Yeah.
That's
which I
also-
respect.
It's concerning to me though that people can make politics, talking about politics.
That much money?
Yeah.
Bro, there's
It's
like,
not that much, right?
yeah.
Because why would somebody want to run for office if you can just make money talking shit about politics?
Yeah,
I was thinking about that. I was
because
like,
you have power with that. You have more, like you have a little more leverage with
Being in
maybe-
politics?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question.
Do you have
'Cause I
more
was-
influence? Does Charlie Kirk has more influence though?
I mean, he's the reason
100%.
Trump got Arizona.
Yeah.
He's legitimately the reason Arizona's flipped for Trump.
Well, the thing is,
Colleges, right, too.
They also talk about policy, right? So Charlie Kirk was instrumental in getting J.D. Vance the vice presidency. He was the guy who really
I don't know that.
spearheaded his whole. J.D. Vance just said it today. He was like,
Wow.
if it wasn't for Charlie Kirk, I wouldn't be vice president. He said that today.
Whoa.
Because he was the guy who lobbied to Trump. JD's the guy. And so when I was thinking about this, I was like, yeah, so Charlie Kirk had a lot of power not being in elected office.
He had a lot. That's the thing that bothered me the
Influence
most
and
is
power.
this fool had no, like, put some bulletproof glass around you, bro. You don't have to think that what you're saying is crazy, but you know that there's at least thousands of people in front of you. You know a lot of them don't agree with you. You should be protected. Like, protect yourself.
But I don't blame him because I don't think I saw Ben Shapiro make a statement and I agree with it. He said that he never realized that it would get this ugly in America. And in hindsight, obviously, right, it doesn't make sense. But they didn't realize that it'd be that serious. They didn't take the threats against them that seriously.
Why?
Yeah, I disagree.
Those
What
threats are...
because it's like,
Come on,
when was
bro.
the last time you saw a political assassination in the 21st century against somebody who was not in elected office?
In the past 3 years, we've seen a president have 2 attempts.
But that's the president.
Doesn't matter. Before,
That's what that's what the point Ben
Right.
was making was like, we always thought we were just commentators. We're not the president. We're not an elected official. So why would people come after us? But he said he was right. I mean, he was wrong. And yeah, obviously he was wrong because
especially with social media, you're
Yeah.
gonna reach a lot more people.
yeah. And now, I mean, you know,
If I'm getting death rates, buddy, trust me, I'm.
I mean, no, he's
not
had.
showing up.
He said Ben Shapiro said
he
he's
has
had full security for the last 10 years, 24/7.
Shapiro has.
Shapiro, yeah. But
Okay.
I don't think they ever imagined a sniper because that is crazy.
That's a whole other level, dude.
That's a
crazy.
next level,
Yeah,
a sniper.
That's
Because it's not like
calculated.
Charlie didn't have security around. He did. He had like 4
apparently he had a
bodyguards.
sniper, and then he wore one set of clothes to go up to the roof. Then he changed. Then he changed again on the way down. And then
There's
he put,
there's
like-
conflicting reports.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I, saw
I don't know if that was
something
true or
like
not,
that.
yeah.
Because I saw there was a shoe difference. Like he was wearing Nike shoes and then he put on like Converse or some bullshit.
Honestly, from the pictures they released and the actual picture of the mugshot, they don't look like the same person.
They don't.
To me.
They don't, dude. They
To
don't,
me,
they
I'll be
don't.
honest with you. My first instinct, I'm
They
going by my
don't.
first instinct.
Uh-huh.
I looked at the mugshot and I looked at the guys that released the photograph. The guy looks like a professional in like the photos the FBI released. The guy, the mugshot,
Looks
he
like a
looks
dork.
like
Just
He looks
like a
like
kid.
kid.
looks like a dumb kid.
Yeah, he looks like
That's
a
what
kid.
he looks like. You know, he looks like a chronically online kid.
They
who
do
was
have.
just-
He has glasses and a hat on,
bro,
right?
but
So-
it looks a little. I don't know.
Sus.
I'm not. I mean, you know, I'll take the government's word for it. I'm an American. Aye, Captain.
Good answer. Good answer.
He was
Good
Tyler
answer.
Robinson. That was his name.
We can't take him today, guys. We're good.
Do you think his parents took the 100K?
Oh,
question. Yeah, there's
I
a
was thinking
reward.
about that.
There's a
I
reward.
was thinking about that today,
think
bro.
so, bro?
Probably.
Bro, how
Imagine
fucked
filling out
is
that paperwork. Like, what did you do? We gave you our son, and this is the.
Because technically, they would get the money, right?
They should.
$100,000.
That's nuts, dude. Come on, bro. Okay, we were having this conversation
yeah.
right
What would
after
you do?
it
Ask him the
happened.
question.
If your son came to you and confided in you what he had done, would you turn him in?
No.
You wouldn't. That's what I said. I wouldn't turn him in. He says he would.
I would turn him in.
He's a religious man. Are you religious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would turn him in.
The guy who turned him
Wait,
in. was
why wouldn't you
religious.
turn him in? I'm curious.
We would flee for sure.
Where? Where?
I don't know. I don't have a son or an
Guantanamo Bay.
assassin,
Let's
but
go.
I mean, we would leave the country for sure.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't turn him in because I don't think anything good can come out of turning him in. Like, my point to turn him in would only be one thing, which is he needs to learn a lesson. And unfortunately, the lesson for him in this climate is probably the death penalty. And so I don't see how that's teaching him a lesson. I think his life is going to be very difficult for a very long time, but I would take my son out of here pretty quickly.
To me, it boils down to loyalty. They're your
He's your son,
people.
yeah.
They're your people. You
My
have to protect
loyalty
them.
would also only go so far if this is like, hey, dude, this is your 7th fucking shot down in a week.
Oh,
dude.
right.
You gotta go, bro. Like, you gotta go, dude. Like,
I'll put you out, bro.
yeah, man.
What if your son starts radicalizing you? He's like, Dad, let's go for the president.
Dad's just at home collecting reward for each one of them. Dad, where'd you get your millions? You don't want to know.
I think it's easier said than done right now. Because in the moment,
Yeah, we're talking
think
about
you
a
would feel
son
guilty.
assassin. Yeah.
Right. I think you would feel guilty.
I don't think I would
so
do it.
guilty. I feel guilty.
I feel like you would feel guilty.
I would feel guilty, but
Not
yeah.
turning your
Because
son.
I
in.
raised the son. It's my son.
No,
who
but I
did
feel like
this.
you would feel guilty turning him in.
No,
you wouldn't do it.
I would feel less guilty.
Oh, you wouldn't turn him in.
No, I would turn
you
him
would
in,
turn
but
him in,
I
yeah.
would also feel less guilty for sure by turning him in because
You feel less guilty turning
because
him
the
in?
thing is, I'm thinking of it. I raised this child, and he's not that old. He's 22, so he just 4 years into adulthood. He literally assassinates one of the most influential people in
Insane.
America from 200 yards away.
Here's a bigger question.
That's crazy.
Clearly, you're turning your son in. Clearly.
Yeah.
What are
turning
you
my
doing
son.
with the money?
With the 100K?
Yeah. What are you doing with that? Are you remodeling his room? Because he's not.
I'm
coming
donating it
back
to
for a
the
while.
NRA. I'll donate to the NRA. The $100,000.
Oh yeah, there it is. Damn, they made you citizen yesterday, didn't you? They're saying all the right things, bro. You're saying all the right things.
I need to protect my guns and ammunition.
That's
Down
yeah.
payment for another house?
No, I don't know what I would do with the money. 100,000.
Would you take the money?
I really hope by the time I have a 22-year-old, $100,000 is not a lot of money to me.
Would you take the money?
$100,000?
You would take it?
No.
You would
take
reject it.
Yeah, I would reject it.
You
'Cause
said
it's-
keep your 100,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
I would keep. Yeah.
Would you donate it actually? Would you
No,
just take it
I would
and
just be
donate
like, you guys keep it. I don't want your.
Would you give it to
stupid
me,
nasty-
maybe?
Fuck no.
I'll take your 100 G's. Sorry, baby
crazy.
Ibrahim. Give me that 100 G's, motherfucker.
You be religious. I'll take this.
The thing, as a comedians though, like what I was thinking about is, I was really sad when the Charlie Kirk assassination happened. Like my family and I prayed for the guy when
Yeah.
when we heard he got shot, and I'm still devastated. I'm still like processing because it's like. Because this is what happens in Pakistan, in my country. This is every day.
Yeah.
Political assassinations. They're called target killings.
Yeah.
Every day in major cities across Pakistan, people get killed for their political beliefs.
Right.
It's a scary thing because you never know that it could be one of your neighbors, your friends, somebody you know. It's really close to home. And so a lot of people online, and I know online is not representative of America.
Sure.
But my concern is because the two sides are continuing to fight about what actually happened, that this will become a norm, and then the right will seek their revenge. They're already talking about this, avenging the death of Charlie Kirk. And when does it ever end? It can't really end if we continue to have two political parties. And this whole conversation about should you be making fun of Charlie Kirk's death? The freedom of speech part in me says, yeah, if you really want to, sure.
Like,
If
yeah.
you want to celebrate
Yeah.
his death, go ahead.
Are you celebrating his death, or are you celebrating the fact that someone you didn't like is dead? They're very different things.
Yeah, well, the thing is, there's two groups, right? One group is definitely celebrating his death. They're
Okay.
cheering. They're
Sure,
like,
I've
yeah,
seen
they're,
it.
they're
I've seen
happy.
it,
Yeah, I've seen it online.
It's bad.
The
yeah.
other group is saying, not mourning, it does not mean we're celebrating. So they're saying we're not going to mourn this guy
Right,
because
yeah.
we disagreed with him and he said a bunch of bad
He
stuff.
shouldn't have been killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say you have the right to do all of the above.
Yeah, America.
As long as you don't conduct any violence.
Right.
You can, freedom of speech. Those neo-Nazis, unfortunately, have the right to march in Huntington Beach, according to the American Constitution, as long as they don't hurt anybody or inflict any violence. Technically,
Are Nazis allowed to march? Is that a thing? Like, isn't that like outlawed? Like Nazis can't march?
no, I don't think so.
think so.
You can.
Freedom of speech.
You can do whatever you
No,
want.
no, the
Well,
Nazi part is not freedom of speech. The Nazi part is an organization.
Yeah, no, to be, no. Okay, so if you're a active member of a Nazi organization,
Like you forgot to pay your dues.
I'm sure that's illegal.
Well, no, actually, because
It's not illegal?
no, because that's an ideology, right?
Yeah. So under the under
The idea
because
isn't
remember
illegal.
Charleston, Virginia, what happened?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
marched. That was somebody got killed, right? Somebody drove and killed somebody. I forgot who it was.
I don't recall.
Well, somebody died during that rally. It was like a liberal person.
Yeah.
Somebody ran this
Ran him
person over. But they were marching with torches and doing the Nazi salutes and stuff. So technically, that's legal under the American
very
Constitution, as long as you don't inflict any violence
Right.
on anybody or any death threats
Because
or
there are KKK people, right? Out there.
Yeah.
or
Literally.
incite violence. Yeah.
I heard there was a group of, I think they were going from North Carolina up, and they were taking the train. They were taking some sort of public transportation, and the KKK rally was like going up, but they had like equipment. They had like poles and stuff with flags, and I think the bus driver was like, "Dude, you can't bring this on the thing." And and the bus driver was like black, and he's like, it's not me because I'm black. He's like, I can't bring you. He's like, come on, man, we have to get to our rally, bro.
No shot.
I heard this story. I've never looked into it, but
That's crazy.
yeah. He's like, you can't bring these poles on here, and he's like, no, come on, man, we gotta go, dude. So
You let him on.
I don't think he did.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think he did. But the funny part, it had nothing to do with like
Him
your
being
KKK
black.
members. Like, dude, just rules are rules. Like, you can't bring on poles onto the bus, man.
Oh, speaking rules are rules. I had this terrible experience at Panera, bro,
God.
yesterday. God, I have to bring this up real quick. What would you do if you're working at Panera and there's cookies? They're selling cookies. A 4-pack, they sell them in 4-packs. None of them are bundled. They're sold individually. And if I say, hey, I want 2 M&M cookies and 2 chocolate chip cookies, would you let me mix and match them? Or would you say it's only pack of 4, one? Even though the rule is you can only choose one.
I have a question. Am I answering the question as a Panera employee or as Vipul?
What would you do?
Vipul?
Yes.
I'd give you all 10 cookies on the house, dog. It's you. Don't worry about it. Choose whatever you want. All day. As a Panera employee, I'd shoot you in the face.
You'd shoot me in the face?
Like, what are you doing, bro? You're breaking protocol, man. I'd explode.
Bro, this guy was ridiculously weird. Like the
like
biggest
power trip.
square I've ever seen in my life. I was looking at him. He was like, it's just not part of the rules. I was like, says who? And then my girlfriend was just like, Matt, just relax. I was already getting ticked off because fuck you, bro. Give me my fucking 2 M&M cookies and my 2 chocolate chip cookies. Oh, dude, I was on his ass after that.
You know what I just realized? You look like Tyler Robinson, bro.
I do?
Oh my God.
The Hispanic Indian.
From the side. I'm not even capping.
Me?
You look like Tyler Robinson.
We got him.
I'm half
We got him. Hello.
Hispanic,
We got
half
him.
Indian.
Especially the hat he was wearing. Oh my
This
God.
is like a total surf hat.
Where were you on Wednesday, 9/10?
Whoa.
I remember
Asked
we
by
were
the representative of
supposed to do the
9/11.
podcast.
What?
We were supposed to do the podcast. What happened, buddy?
I was in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing in Utah?
I was in Zion, actually. Bro. I was at Zion. Yeah.
Zion was a beautiful
I've always
place.
wanted to go.
I'm fucking around.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Zion's
I've always
beautiful.
wanted to
You should go. We
Yeah.
went
We went
5
go.
years
I've always
ago.
wanted to go, yeah.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
We went 5 years ago. Half a
We went in
decade ago.
July, and most beautiful day ever, dude. And all of a sudden, fucking flash flood. Ridiculous. Remember that?
Yeah, we just esced the flash
We
flood.
it was pretty gnarly.
I was going to ask, did you guys escape?
Charlie
Did
could be
you
alive
make
right
it
now.
out?
No, I'm just kidding.
Did you make it out, man? I've always wanted to go. There's a few national parks I haven't seen yet, and I definitely got to go.
Isn't that a beautiful thing about America, though? Like, you could say whatever you want, technically, in America. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody or cause any violence.
Well, Charlie is dead because of what he said.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's not right.
Yeah.
Trump is trying to do... So he's... What you just said, the Charlie Kirk Act he's trying to pass, the legislation, he's saying any false information that is spread about him.
Misinformation, whatever.
But who gets to decide misinformation?
Who fact checks? I don't know. The government?
The government should not be the fact checker. The government should not be the fact checker
Maybe we
of
should
anything.
Bill Gates and Elon. That'd be a good one.
That's amazing.
Who would you-
This fool has so much money that he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to go into politics for 8 months. Essentially won the presidency for Trump in so many ways with his money. Elon Musk.
Oh, Elon.
Did
yeah.
it for like 8 months. Like, fuck it, I'm going back to work,
out.
dude. I'm done with this.
Man, but the thing is...
That's crazy.
The only pushback I would have on that is I
The
think...
only pushback. Interesting.
Because I think Trump won on his own. The
You think
second
so?
term, yeah, he was going to win. Nobody helped. I mean, like,
I think
yeah,
he won after the first bullet.
that was... I think it was
helped a
solidified.
lot,
But the
yeah.
day Kamala Harris announced, he won.
That's true. yeah.
The day
Oh,
Kamala
man.
said, I'm in, he
Man.
won. Come
Yeah.
on. Let's be honest
That's
here.
true.
I agree.
Like Elon, even if Elon didn't have, even if Charlie didn't, Charlie tremendously, by the way, helped Trump short this last 10 years
Yeah.
in terms of
A lot
like
of
what he
people
did
college
with the youth.
students.
Yeah, but Trump is Trump. Like nobody helps a guy. Trump
Yeah.
is Trump. He wins on his own. I'm sure he believes that too.
Where is
I
the
guarantee he
Epstein
believes
list?
that.
I did it myself. Yeah. But should people in Huntington Beach have the right to do what they're doing, in your guys' opinion?
I think they have the right to do what they're doing, but the problem isn't that it's what they're doing; it's how aggressive they're pushing it on, and it's the vice
Yeah.
versa as well, right? It's the other side, which is like getting antagonized by it and wanting to react to things. So it's if you leave people protesting to protest, nobody usually gets hurt.
Right.
If you let them just do what they're supposed to do. Because the interesting about even if it's like UPS protesting or something, right? Like they still have to like go home and go to sleep. It's not like the 60s and 50s where people stayed up and went, like there's time zones where they can protest in, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're protesting for Amazon, like the irony is they still have to buy the supplies from Amazon because it's the cheapest way to go. But if you just let them be themselves, no one's gonna fight. The problem is people are trying to antagonize each other. Like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're KK. Dude, KKK is using the same Wi-Fi as everybody else is, right? So like, it's essentially they can't do any damage if you don't let them get to you. To an extent.
Yeah, I just struggle when it comes to freedom of speech. I really do believe you can't have any limitations on speech, because once you start to have limitations, then it's like a Pandora's box.
Yeah,
and you can't ever resolve it. But like, if I think about speech that can lead to violence, I struggle in terms of deciphering where should the government intervene. Because if these neo-Nazis in Huntington Beach are saying, we're gonna go kill Hassan Piker, they're just saying it.
Of course you should.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
That you should step in. But if they're insinuating it, I just don't.
That's where the gray line is.
Yeah, it's like, what is the
when do they
line
step
there?
in?
Yeah, like when do you actually step in and say, oh?
Well, I think you step in when you want to step in. If you're the government, if you're stepping, If you're stepping in to legitimately find out if what's happening here is leading to some sort of
right.
But the problem isn't that. The problem is that right now, at least, the government is choosing what they want to step in and what they don't want to step in, and so it's giving one part the ability to say, "Oh yeah, the government has our back," and the other part saying, like, it's not apolitical, unfortunately.
I'm major freedom of speech too. Where I'm starting to worry is until Elon said that like 40% of Twitter was like bots. I couldn't comprehend that, right? I didn't understand whether he's right or wrong. There's a shitload of bots out there now that I know that, right? That's where I'm like, okay, that's not freedom of speech. That's literally like forgery of somebody, a false person, right? That's not a real person saying all this stuff. That should be illegal. Bots
but how
should
do
not
you
be
find a bot?
I don't know.
It's
right?
hard.
And then also like AI now, so much more misinformation's already happening. So it's like that should also be illegal. How do you find it? I don't know, but that's bullshit.
What I've found out in this Trump administration is this whole thing by the right when they say, oh, liberals don't want freedom of speech. It's bullshit. The right is the same exact thing. There's a congressman right now that's introduced a legislation saying that U.S. citizens, you, and you, our passports can be revoked if we said something against the Charlie Kirk incident. If you celebrate it in any way, our passports can be revoked.
That's ridiculous.
Welcome to North Korea.
It feels like it.
That shouldn't. What do you
That's
mean?
weird, dude.
We have the
That's
right in
weird.
America to do anything we want, so long as it doesn't cause anybody any violence.
That's right, boys.
But
That's
like,
right.
U.S.
Meet you
They're
at the
coming after
Capitol.
U.S. citizens now. This is legislation that a congressman is planning on introducing, and they're probably going to vote on it.
It's not going to pass.
Yeah, I mean,
that would cause an uproar.
Imagine
that. No one's.
I don't know, man. They're already.
They did pass that other law. They took it away, I guess, for L.A., where they can like discriminate and basically say like.
My swap me guy today was telling me that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Essentially, like if you have an accent and you're brown, then
If you have an accent?
I think like essentially, I'm dumbing it down to like preschool, but
They wash discriminatory law pretty much.
Yeah.
Like if they think you are, they can question you.
Yeah.
What do they think you are?
Mexican,
What's the criteria?
illegal.
Probably.
Yeah.
So if you think you're illegal,
If you think you're illegal,
yeah.
they can
and
question
obviously if you're brown skin and you,
Yeah.
have an accent.
Yeah, that's the one.
wow.
Yeah, dude. But that's insane.
But
I
they're
haven't looked
doing
into
that,
it
right?
myself,
Aren't they
but
doing
he
that
told me
already? ICE is already doing that.
Yeah.
It's legal now. It's one thing to
I
do it.
I haven't looked into it, right? But that's what this guy was telling me. He was like, it's been really slow to swap me this week because that shit's happening.
Nobody's
Dude,
coming.
it's so intense that they do a huge like Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, Dia de los Muertos,
Yeah,
yeah.
the parade. They do it at I have it written down, dude. I thought it was the craziest thing, but they're not doing the parade for the first year because
They're afraid ICE is
of
gonna
Long
pull up.
Beach. Long Beach is
Beach?
Long Beach canceled it. Yeah.
It's
Because they're like,
crazy.
dude, we don't.
Did you know that there's a law out there that if a citizen attacks a non-citizen, they can appeal for a citizenship.
Say that one more time.
So if a citizen, me as a citizen, attacks somebody with a green card or somebody that's illegal, if they physically attack them, they can take them to court and appeal for citizenship themselves because
What?
It would have been a lot easier for you, dog. You had to go through
all I
the
had to
whole
do was suck up
process.
some.
yeah.
All I do was bully you and beat you
Literally,
up.
and you could have got your
I
citizenship.
get your
Yeah.
citizenship.
He had
No,
to-
no.
no.
Oh, I was
You
like,
can appeal for
This
one.
isn't chess,
I
bro.
take away yours.
It's basically saying sorry. It's like reprimanding.
Give me that green card, bitch.
I'm a little nervous.
Are
This whole
you?
freedom of speech because I revoked my Pakistani citizenship. I was like, if I'm gonna be a citizen of a country, I will
going
only
all
pick
in.
one country. Yeah, I'm
Wow,
not doing
look
this
at you,
dual
man.
citizenship bullshit.
Why? You should have kept that
Nah.
shit, dog.
Because I think loyalty to your nation is your part of your faith, and also you can only be loyal to one country.
What are you wearing?
You're
there?
wearing
You
like
can't-
Pakistani colors right now, bro.
This is okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I still have love for my country, but if there's
This
a,
guy definitely shouldn't have love for his country.
yeah, because I was persecuted in my country. But
He was
long
persecuted.
story.
He still
Yeah.
loves them. He would
You
die
can't, you
for
can't
them.
hate the place. You can't hate.
He was the
place.
guy in that
No.
video. I will die for Pakistan. He was the kid.
No, I would not die for Pakistan. I would
My
not do
name
that.
is Ali, and I will kill every Indian.
I want to be
And the auntie
violent.
was like, he's gonna kill all the Indians. Rape.
I hate that video so much.
What happened to that lady, dude?
I don't know.
Probably
Apparently,
dead.
she lives in Saudi Arabia now or something.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Something like that.
Fuck up.
I'm not kidding.
How do you know that?
She's a very
That's his
popular
aunt.
figure. What do you mean? That's our Mother Teresa in Pakistan. Right?
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm scared because I'll be stateless. So
Yeah.
like, I will not have a country to go
What,
back
what would you do?
to. If they deport, what will they deport me back to? I can't go back to Pakistan.
No, they can't deport you now.
They can't deport
No.
me now.
So
but
what
they
would
can
they do?
take away your citizen.
And what would you
They
be?
can cancel your passport, so you can't travel.
So you'll be like a dreamer, almost, where you're just stuck here.
No, I'll just be a stateless person. I'll be a nomad.
You just be here. You're not going nowhere.
I
It's just him in this
guess-
podcast room for the next 30 years. Just looking in the camera. 30 more.
No, so what happens? Your citizenship can be
You have
revoked.
to live in the airport.
I was born and raised in America, so I don't know what to talk about, man.
They're trying to do that though. Like,
Not for me.
not for natural born people.
That's right.
But even that dream. What is a dreamer? A dreamer is somebody who's born in America.
No.
No, a dreamer. Someone came here at a certain time and they've done certain things.
What about their kids though? They're called dreamers.
No, if their kids were born here, they're citizens.
Yeah.
No, but no, that's no.
Are you sure?
The conservatives, no, that's a dreamer. I thought that was I might be wrong.
I could be wrong. Yeah. I don't
Because
know.
a dreamer,
David Dobrik. I know that's why. David Dobrik was born in fucking Lithuania. Or
he's
wherever
not a
he was born.
dreamer though.
He was a dreamer for like 10 years.
No, because he wasn't born. The definition of a dreamer, according to me, like I'm the fact checker here. No, what I thought was
Pakistani Times.
two people come to America illegally. They have a child in America.
Okay.
That child is a dreamer, because,
I don't think.
he's a dreamer.
If he's born here, he's automatically a citizen.
Yeah.
But the conservatives are trying to take away. Some conservatives are trying to take away that.
This was during Obama's administration when he came here, and
So that's called They're trying to basically, conservatives think if that kid's a citizen, then basically you believe in amnesty. You're saying the kid got here illegally, technically, and he or she was born in America with illegal parents. That kid is still not a citizen. Those are called dreamers.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
I might be wrong.
I remember looking into it, and that was not the case. But I mean, I've been wrong before, man.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
as a comedian, should you be allowed to make jokes about anything?
No,
Should you be, if it's funny,
you shouldn't be allowed to make jokes about anything, bro.
anything?
But how
No.
soon is anything? Hold on. How soon
know.
is anything? Like how? Because I was struggling with this, right? At one point, I was sad about Charlie Kirk, but then I was also like, comedy helps you heal. You know, it helps you.
Yeah, if it's funny.
Like,
if
I
you
saw-
can genuinely get a good laugh at it. I think if you're authentically, genuinely funny and the joke comes from a place of laughter, like I want to make you laugh, then it's hard for even the person laughing to be like, oh, dude, that's too soon. Because
Really?
you laughed. I
Okay.
broke you. You laughed. You clearly found it funny.
Yeah.
And I think some people are just like, they're not going to go to a comedy club 9/12. You know, like if they're like, oh my God, what happened?
They're gonna be worse
Right.
about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, pretty much. No, if they don't like it, they
So there's no
don't find
timeline
humor.
then?
No, not for a comedian. No, I don't think there is.
Interesting.
It's on your timeline. You're supposed to do whatever you want to do.
Whatever
Yeah.
you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
I think.
No,
yeah.
I get
And that's
that.
what makes you you, bro.
But it's also like I'm struggling with. I don't want to come off as like insensitive.
Then don't.
You're gonna
Obviously,
come
as a
off
comedian, you will,
insensitive-
regardless.
You're gonna come off insensitive to the people that are sensitive.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah.
Interesting. You can't win over everybody. That's
You're not.
Yeah.
Going, no,
Yeah.
You're not going to. There's people today that think that Beyonce is a shitty singer. It's like, yeah, but what is your definition of a shitty singer? And it's like
Subjective.
What? Yeah, exactly. Where do you have to reach to?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, everybody's gonna have their opinion.
She's also a devil worshiper.
She's true. That's true. Yeah, you didn't know this?
Nah.
They sacrifice.
Beyonce?
Yeah,
There's
like
conspiracies
albino
for sure.
babies. It's true.
No, man. Come on. Let her be a real person. Let Beyonce.
We need one.
Let Jay-Z and Beyonce be
no.
real people.
I don't really.
I wouldn't
trust
mess with them.
anybody anymore,
Is it
bro.
the B?
How
B
would you
crew?
be
I
a
wouldn't mess with
devil
them. I would
worshiper?
not
How
mess
does that
with them.
work?
Huh?
How do you worship the devil?
The same way you worship anything else.
But you're like Satan.
Yeah, you
worst
basically tell
person-
Satan, "Hey, I want. This is what I want. Can you give me that? Do this and this and this."
Why Satan? I don't understand. Why Satan?
Because he'll grant it.
But who is Satan? Like Satan's like evil.
Yeah.
So why ask an evil person to?
Can you have one without the other?
Can you have evil in the world without good?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why would you go to the evil person? Because they have less power technically.
How do you know?
The materialistic
technically, wait, Satan has this power. Technically,
because I mean,
give me the breakdown.
I guess I'm
Technically,
looking at this
why
from a
that
religious
is.
point of view. It doesn't make sense to me. But I guess if somebody's like really,
Yeah, because you're on
you
this
know,
side of the
yeah.
spectrum, right? You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, but God is all good, and it's like, why do you go to Satan's? And the guy's like, no, but Satan's cool too, man. He has alcohol.
Satan sucks.
Yeah.
I can't imagine worshiping Satan. That's stupid to me.
Well, I talk to Beyonce.
I don't. She doesn't look like a devil worshiper though.
I don't think you have to
Like
look
this
something.
guy, Tyler Robinson, definitely looks like something like that. Like I would believe. He just looks weird.
I've
and
met some
strange.
weird people that are probably pretty good.
By the way, did you guys know that the guy who killed Trump, or attempted to, Thomas Matthew Brooks, he was training with military people before Joe Rogan was talking about this.
It's insane, man.
He was training with
It's
military.
insane.
We
people?
are in a simulation.
We don't. Yeah. We
Is
don't.
that
hear
is
any-
that? He said it was fact. It was a fact. Like it was just basic facts.
And
they recognize it from the
military
ranges.
because he missed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, but
It was.
Oh
yeah.
man, our guest was. You can go back and watch if you want.
Yeah.
was,
He doesn't believe that
doesn't believe
Donald Trump was shot in the air.
Yeah, he doesn't believe.
for a while I didn't either. There was
Really?
a lot of things. I think for like 2 months, I kept like looking at. There was like 2 months where I had no shows, nothing. So I was just on the web looking at shit. On the web. That's how you know I'm 40.
Yeah, exactly.
On the web.
On the internet.
Right.
Yeah. On the Google.
And there was like bullet experts from God knows where, like, yeah, if the bullet actually hit him, then it would have done this. And if you look at his ear at these conventions, there's no blood and there's no tear, there's no missing flesh and blah, blah, blah. And
Where would the blood have? He asked this question. The guy couldn't answer. Where would the blood have come from?
In his
because it's
face.
cartilage, right? Yeah. But his Band-Aid had blood on it.
So he
Right.
had a pre-made Band-Aid.
I don't
No,
what
what I'm
know.
saying, like when he got shot in the ear, where would the blood have come from if it wasn't?
If
shot?
it got,
If it
we
didn't
don't
clip
know.
him.
Yeah, because it's essentially all cartilage here.
Yeah.
Right, so we don't know. I don't know where it nicked him, but his Band-Aid had blood on it.
Yeah.
So it came from somewhere.
But his,
Right.
no, his face had blood.
But his
So maybe-
face, because the ear actually does produce a lot of blood.
Right.
When you do nick it, right? Even if you nick it, I should say. So if he didn't get shot, say it was all a whole hoax, where would that have come from?
I don't know.
That's the question.
Yeah.
And the guy,
Because it was coming down his face.
the guy said
whole
something.
face.
Yeah.
He said it would.
He said somebody in the audience.
No. He said, yeah, the guy who was shot in the audience because there was 2 people who got killed.
Yeah.
It was their blood that spilled onto his face. I was like, how
Why
would
does it
that
make
work
sense?
physically? Like that defines astrophysics. Like blood doesn't go up, bro. It's
Why do
gravity.
you have blood just waiting to be shot out?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
You didn't
yeah.
get shot.
No, I think his ear did get grazed.
Yeah.
He was saying that you're.
And it was just like the splatter maybe. That
Yeah.
hit
He said
his
you'd
face.
be deaf.
That's what
I was like,
I heard that too.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't be deaf.
Yeah.
it grazed it.
If the shot is next to your ear, right? The gun's right here. You can go deaf, but not the bullet.
Yeah. Because it wasn't impact. Impact wasn't this. It was like a bullet going this way.
Yeah.
Even
It
if was
grazed.
this, even if it was this whole piece, right? This whole cartilage, you wouldn't go deaf.
I was thinking about this. Like Donald Trump being deaf would be kind of hilarious.
It would be
like
pretty
one
hilarious.
ear.
It would be pretty
What did you
hilarious.
say?
Sorry.
He just becomes
Braille
so
books
cocky.
would be so funny.
Just one ear.
So do that again. What did you say? What did you? That was pretty funny.
He wouldn't let anybody speak at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
It would just be
It's
Trump.
just him talking.
It doesn't exist. It literally goes in from one ear out the other.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't have any ears.
That is literally.
Do you ever struggle with what to talk about as a comedian?
What to talk about, like on stage?
Yeah, like when you talk about politics. I guess I struggle with this because I do talk about politics a lot. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe I should be able to say whatever I want, but I'm a human too. I don't want people to be mad at me.
Good to know.
Unnecessarily. Do you struggle with that?
I don't care what people think of me.
Interesting.
I don't care what people think of me. I don't care if I offend you. I don't care if I don't offend you. I think that we are all going to say something that's not going to be for somebody at some point. And I'm not here to please the people that I'm not for. I'm trying to find the people that I am for so they come see me. So, like, I respect the art of comedy, and I never go on stage and be blatantly like, fuck you, you're gay, fuck you. Like, I don't do that.
Really?
Sometimes. But I do have things that people don't like, right? I'm an atheist, I guess, and so I do religious jokes, and sometimes they don't go well, and the audience is like, "You're fucked up. Why would you say that?" I was like, "I'm sorry. Like, you're not at church. Like, I wasn't here to offend you specifically. You know what I mean?" So I don't have a problem. To answer your question, I don't really care.
Interesting.
At 24, would your answer have been different? 16 years ago.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
That's right.
I think
post-college, right?
Yeah. Maybe because I think I have a little more information under my belt. And I choose to use that information because I'm not religious to say, like, because there's no heaven or hell, that when I die. I just choose to try to be a decent person every day and not care what anybody thinks.
Do you believe there's heaven or hell?
No.
You don't?
No.
What do you think happens
So
when
you
we die?
genuinely don't believe that Beyonce is a Satan worshiper?
No, I think she's a Satan worshiper, but I don't like
You don't think that's
when I went
positive,
when I went there, like I was an Uber driver once and I dropped her off and she was wearing like, all
whoa!
black.
Hold on a second.
And she had like this kid in her hand.
Shut up.
Oh, you're just playing around.
Yeah, obviously,
Okay.
bro. Uber driver for Beyonce.
I don't
Why'd
know.
she say
Uber
my
driver
Uber?
thing, I was like, what? What?
No.
Beyonce?
Like, Vipul, do you want to come in and help us with this seance? Like, no, man. I got 12 more rides I got to do today.
You got me, man. Almost got me. Beyonce.
No, I don't believe in heaven or hell. I believe I just decompose. And there's part of it that's partially Hinduism in the sense of I think that if you're a good person, I think that essentially this is going to go off the wall for a second. But if you're a good person through your life and you do good to your body, like you eat well and you treat people well, I think that manifests enough to when you do decompose that the soil was going to be a little richer and you might end up producing some better stuff. But if you're a shitty person, you eat like shit and all that stuff, then you'll just decompose and your soil won't be as rich. Like that's
Interesting.
very, very. So I'm very like simple-minded in the sense of like, it's not a half glass of water or a full glass of water. It's just a glass of water.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Does it scare you when you think about death then?
No, it excites me.
It excites
It
you.
excites me.
Decomposing.
It decomposing is just a
Right.
part of being dead. But it excites me because it makes me realize is that there's legitimately nothing holding me back except myself
For right now.
in general.
I see.
And the only thing that matters, only thing that's most valuable is my health. Nothing else. Like even my mom and my family, like they would mean nothing to me if my health was shitty. Because how could I be a son or a brother or a husband? I'm in a shitty position. So the most important thing is my health, and then everything else comes into play.
So in times of struggle, in times when you're struggling, and
Yeah,
I just said times of struggle and times when you're
Yeah.
struggling. But yeah, in times of like sorrow, what do you do?
I'm a human, so I talk and I vent, and I don't believe that anything that I'm going through somebody hasn't already gone through. I also think that we're all going through the same thing just at different times. So like, if I'm feeling a certain way because of a certain thing, I'll think about the objective problem and then I'll vent to my wife and say, "This is how I feel. This is what I think I should do. This is what I want to do. This is how And sometimes I'll tell her like because she's solution minded. So she'll go directly into the solution, and I'll say, I need a few days to like just sit in this.
She's more solution-minded than you.
Yeah.
Is she religious or she's
No,
atheist?
she's not religious. She's not.
Agnostic type?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's not religious for sure.
Okay.
Do you ever pray or nah?
I pray, I meditate, and I think and hear me out, and it's because I think I go to masjid, I go to temple, I've been to all these places.
You're
That's
like PK, bro. You know that movie PK?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, you gotta see it.
No, I haven't seen it.
I think you really like that movie.
Yeah,
Watch PK, bro.
I will for sure.
It's one of the greatest movies ever made. You gotta watch that.
But essentially, I believe that these places are made for like peace.
Yeah.
And so when you go there, when I meditate and pray, my body's natural reaction is my heart rate drops. I feel better. My cortisol level goes out the door. My endorphins go up. My dopamine goes up. I feel good. Mm-hmm. And that manifests into me doing better throughout my day. I'm not praying and saying, please help somebody. or God, please put this away, or hey God, give me this, or I don't do that. I just meditate. I just
Try to breathe.
I just breathe.
I'm curious. Have you ever prayed to God?
I have.
What did
I
that
grew
feel
up. I grew up in a Hindu family. My mom's very religious.
What did that process feel like? I'm just curious. When you prayed.
It didn't make any sense to me necessarily. I was
okay.
mimicking like the priest or the
Right.
you know, and I was doing what my parents told me to do, which is you need to sit here, you need to do this, you need to touch this person's feet and do this. I didn't really understand it. Then I watched like Mahabharata and Ramayana. I don't know why
What's
I say it
that?
like that. There's just like stories in Hinduism, like Bhagavad Gita, which is the book they use.
Right.
But the message essentially, it all came down to just be a good person. And there were very like mythological creatures in these books. There's not one god, right? It's the
Multiple?
it's more like the manifestation of what you think God is. Like essentially a lot of Hinduism, your parents are your God because they created you, and so forth and so on. So there's a sense of like lateral respect there as well.
Interesting.
So is there a unity of God in Hinduism? Or there
Unity
is
of God.
There is no unity.
What do you mean by that?
Like as in like God is like ultimate like supreme being.
Bhagwan, right?
Yeah. So what is Bhagwan?
God. I think it translates to just God.
But there's multiple Bhagwans? Or
There's
am
multiple
I-
Bhagwans, but then each Bhagwan represents, I think, a certain thing. Like I don't know a lot about it, so I'm gonna sound extremely ignorant. But
Okay.
each God, I guess, if you want, or each deity
Has its own
has its own like meaning.
Okay.
Right? There's a God of creation, there's a God of destruction, there's a God of this, there's a God of that.
But there's one central god, like of creation type.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, interesting.
Not in my knowledge.
Not in your okay.
Yeah.
Remember Jen?
Yeah, Janice was saying something. Our friend, our best
He
friend.
might know more than me.
Oh,
He might know more than
He
me.
probably doesn't, but
Yeah.
you know.
He doesn't, yeah.
He was a Zen
Yeah.
Buddhist at one time.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I love when Zen Buddhists say that. Like, I used to be a Buddhist. What the fuck does that even mean, dude?
Yeah, I don't know why they
You know who gets on my nerves more than anybody is
What?
fucking Jay Shetty, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah,
guy?
love, yeah, shut up, dude. You know,
Spirituality.
with a tattoo on his neck. Like, shut up, dude. What are you talking about? Is that Jay Shetty? It's
Yeah, no, it's Jay Shetty.
Is it Jay Shetty?
Yeah,
The
it's
British
Jay-
dude?
the Indian
monk.
British guy with green eyes.
Selling classes online. Like,
Yeah.
he got the hustle and it's working for him, but like, shut up, dog. He does that.
Yeah, he seems a little strange
Crazy that
to
it worked
me.
for him, huh?
Who, you did?
No, it's crazy that it worked for him. Like,
No, it's not crazy. Look at like Tony Robbins. Look at any of these people. Like
so you don't believe in any of this stuff?
religion.
Not religion, but like manifestation type.
No,
of these guys.
Like I said, like you know, when you decompose,
Yeah.
and like you're turning into good soil. Like I do believe.
Where does your consciousness go then? Or is that something you're grappling with?
I don't. I think
He's assuming
it's not about grappling with necessarily.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
I don't think of it going somewhere or not going somewhere. I just think that I'm conscious because I know that I'm conscious because I'm awake, right? But when I go to sleep, the consciousness technically is still there, but I don't know I'm conscious. And so for me, it's more like I'm here, and then when I close my eyes, I'm not here. Like if you're in whatever REM sleep, and someone comes in the room and like waves her hand around you, you don't know what's happening, dude. You don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you're awake and someone does that, you know, like you're conscious. So like I think you're conscious because you're alive, and you're not conscious because you're not. In my opinion.
Okay.
So interesting.
Is
So
it?
the afterlife? Yeah, the afterlife doesn't scare you at all.
There's no afterlife.
There is no afterlife.
No.
because you don't.
You'll
believe.
come back as whatever you come back, but I started as dirt and I'll end up as dirt.
Okay, what about this? I've heard a lot of people say this. Talking about atheist people, they're saying, okay, I'm religious, so if I'm right, there's an afterlife. But if you're wrong, you're screwed. What do you say to that? You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
No.
So let's say you are right as an atheist.
Sure.
God forbid you're right.
God forbid. Dude,
God forbid.
Louis C.K. does the funniest bit about this. If you haven't seen it, Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
Yeah, he
Okay.
does it religious. It's so funny. Anyway,
Louis C.K.
continue.
is so funny.
He's
bro.
the best. He's one of the
I've been
best.
listening to his bits. One of the greats. I
Yeah.
have to say, his observations about simple stuff is
Yeah.
like amazing. But yeah, God forbid you're right as an atheist.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. There's no heaven or hell, according if you're right. God
Sure.
forbid. But if I'm right, there is afterlife and there's heaven and hell. I'm going to either one of them based on my actions. As a Muslim, like I don't know where I'm
That's, I
going.
mean, that's what you believe.
Yeah.
Right.
But since you don't believe in it, you
Mm-hmm.
might be screwed. Like you still might go to heaven if there's an afterlife.
Yeah, or I might go to hell and like it.
Yeah, but the thing is, so like, how do you feel about that? Because if I'm right, I guess I win. If you're wrong, you kind of are screwed. You might be.
Am I though? I mean, I won't know, right? Because you haven't spoken to anybody after they've died, and they haven't come back and told you, hey, by the way, heaven's fucking dope. Can't wait to see you.
I'm just saying hypothetically.
Right. That's what I'm saying is like, again, because my beliefs, I guess, if they come from a place of day to day, I don't think as far as, well, when I die, will I go to heaven or hell? And hypothetically, if there was a heaven, I won't know how to react until I find out there's a heaven. You know what I mean? Like,
Because you don't have a frame of thought.
I don't have a frame of thought.
So you're not okay. Interesting.
I'll have to learn on the job. If I see some dude or some chick with horns and it's like, oh, welcome home, I'm like, oh fuck, I guess. I was like, I guess he was right. I did a podcast, bro, like 100 years ago, and we're talking about you. Like, I don't know what I'll say.
Okay, so you think about it. I'll get to it when I get to it. Then it's a
I'll get
problem
to
for the
it.
afterlife.
It's the same thing. Like right now, my wife and I are like family planning, right? And my friends ask me like, oh, are you nervous? Are you this? Like, dude, because I've never died, because I've never had a kid, I won't know until I have a kid. I won't know until, the process actually starts. And you can get data from a religious place, or you can get data from people that have already had a kid, but that data is based on their experience. It's not based on how you went through it.
But uncertainty doesn't scare you then.
Certainty?
Uncertainty.
No, I thrive in uncertainty.
Okay.
What about
unpopular, right? It's unpopular to thrive in uncertainty, but it's good.
It's unpopular to thrive in uncertainty, yeah.
What about your moral compass? Like, what drives you to not do bad? Sorry, I'm just really curious.
Listen here now.
It's a very interesting question because there's a guy that he said something interesting recently about that, and basically moral compass, right? Like, I'm not driven by anything, right?
You're not driven by anything.
No, I do things on a day-to-day basis, but that's not what drives me. What drives me is the ability to be joyful while I do those things. And how do I stay joyful? I try to eat healthy. I try to sleep well. I try to go to the gym because it's a chemical. Because whether you lost, an example is if you had $10 in your pocket and that's the last $10 you had, and he had $1 billion in his pocket, and he lost the $1 billion and he's down to zero, and you lost the 10 and you're down to zero, the body doesn't know the difference. The body doesn't know. The body doesn't know $1 billion is more. The body just knows stress. So for me, it's as long as I'm happy and joyful and I take care of myself, then I just do things every day. If there's no moral compass, like because we're human beings in the sense of like other animals have a drive, right? I'm hungry, I have to go here. I have to protect myself, I have to go here.
Instincts.
Right. But human beings, we've kind of we don't need that survival skill anymore.
We've elevated.
It's elevated, right? So I'm not driven by anything necessarily. I just choose what I want to do in the time frame I have, which is 24 hours essentially, and I wake up and I try to do those things. And if I do those things enough, they become routine.
But by that frame of thought, couldn't somebody argue that if you wanted to on the day, like you say day to day, somebody could do bad because they just chose to do bad?
Absolutely. I think you make choices every day, and some of those are going to be good, and some of those are going to be bad. And those good and bad is based on the community you live in and what you decide to compare it to. If everybody had a mansion, it's just a house.
Right.
You have to have something to compare it to, which is your community and which is the people you hang out with all the time.
Right.
I'm going to compare it to comedians, right? So I see more comedians than I see anybody else. So that's going to be my baseline.
That's true, right? That's why rich people are never happy either, because they're
comparing themselves to
other
richer.
Yeah.
So who are you comparing yourself to then?
Nobody, just me. Like my goal every morning, and when I wake up, my goal every morning is okay. I sounds silly, but I'm like, okay, I got another day. This is cool. Like, fuck it, I got another day. Like over 160,000 people just don't wake up, not because they're old or they're dying. They just don't wake up. So like, I got another day. Cool.
What do you mean by that? 160,000 people don't wake up?
They die in the world. Yeah, they just die.
Oh, they said they don't die. Oh, sorry.
No, they just die.
Yeah,
cease to exist.
Yeah.
So I tell them like, you made another day. This is cool, man.
Got it.
And then I chill for a second, go downstairs, have some water, kick it, maybe go to the gym, do some writing. I just go through my day. And sometimes through that day, I'm like, man, I'm not trying to do this shit, man. Fuck it. And I'll be lazy or do something I shouldn't be doing, but it's a choice I made and I'm okay with it.
You ever seen God in any of your dreams?
God?
Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
Maybe tonight.
Maybe
tonight. I'm manifesting.
Yeah.
How do we convert this guy?
What, have you seen God?
No. A God?
Yeah.
In a dream? No.
Yeah, same question.
No.
Where have you seen God? On a toast?
I think it's a feeling. Like God,
Okay.
I've definitely in my life experienced God answering my prayers and God indirectly laying
Fair
out the
enough.
signs. But to say that I've seen God in a dream would be a lie. I've never seen God in a dream because I think, at least according to my faith, as far as I know,
Sure.
you have to be an extremely pious and dedicated person. Even then, you don't really see God. You see prophets in your dream. So God never really showed, because Abraham tried that, right? Abraham, and he passed out according to at least our faith. Like Abraham was like, "Hey, God, where are you?"
Right.
And God was like, "You really want to see?" And the mountains started to, do their thing. And he was like, "Okay, I guess this is my sign." But yeah, I don't think. Yeah, so you don't.
Have you seen a prophet in your dream?
No.
Oh.
I think it takes an extreme level of piousness to see that. But to your point, I definitely do feel, at least from my point of view, it's interesting. I'm hearing your perspective for the first time because I think a lot of religious people are misinformed of how atheists think of the world.
Yeah.
I was definitely, until you shared your perspective.
That's one atheist.
I
It's
thought-
not every
yeah.
atheist. Yeah. Everybody has their own. Again, Ricky Gervais says it really well too. He did an interview with Stephen Colbert. You should watch this. This is a really good interview. And he goes, because Stephen Colbert is religious. Stephen Colbert's asking him about his religious beliefs and whatnot. He goes, Stephen Colbert says, I believe in God in three forms, essentially, right? Just for
right.
a second.
He's a Catholic,
right?
yeah.
And Ricky Gervais says, okay, all I'm saying, because there's hundreds and thousands of gods, right, across the world, whether it's Hinduism or people believe in
Ideas
things,
of,
right? Whether you're more, whatever, there's a form of it. So he goes, essentially, all I'm saying, you're saying that there's three more gods, that you believe in these three gods. All I'm saying is I don't believe in three more gods than you do, right? So if there's 100,000 gods, I'm saying that I don't believe in 100,000. You're saying you don't believe in 197,000 of the other gods.
I will say about Ricky Gervais, he just comes off as a cynical person. Like, that was my image of an atheist, like a pessimist. Like, a lot of the stuff that he talks about is pessimism. And he's like, well, things are the way they are because
Because of what they are.
Because of what they are.
Yeah.
And to me, it's a very reductive view at life. Your perspective, though, seemed to me different. Like, you came off as optimistic in a way because you took your day-to-day as I don't view you as a pessimist. Because Ricky Gervais, I think of that guy and like
that's
he's always
shtick too, right?
I know, but but his comedy too is very cynical. He's always like
that's his
mad at the
thing,
world.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, just
Yeah.
you know.
Look at George Carlin, right? Like,
Was he an atheist, George Carlin?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when he on stage, he was upset at government and at people and human beings, and
Interesting.
that was his
yeah.
shtick, though.
That was his shtick.
But
Yeah.
he was an intelligent man, and he was trying to relate in a way with like being upset, and that's how he related to people.
But you don't seem distressed. I
don't-
guess
I
my
don't get
image of
stressed.
atheists were like
I don't get
just
stressed.
interesting. Yeah.
I do get stressed.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not floating, but I understand that if I'm stressed, it's because there's something that I'm not doing.
But okay, this is gonna sound like stupid to ask you, but I need to ask you. And I thought about this. You never thought
That was
about like
gnarly, bro.
Thank you, bro.
you've never. Yeah,
That was
no.
gnarly, dude.
Dude, it's
I thought this
You
fool's
heard
head was
that?
gonna pop off, bro. He's like, pop, pop.
Dude, it's a bad habit, bro. I've been trying to stop, but sometimes I'm like, I gotta fucking crack my neck.
You ever do that in front of a chiropractor?
No.
Scare the shit out of him?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
That was my job. Yeah. You ever just go to nature and just look at how beautiful everything is and
Yeah.
think, is there a creator? Am I wrong?
No.
You've never had that thought?
No.
Really?
No.
Come on.
No, not once. Honestly speaking, never once have I looked at
Anything.
nature and been in nature and thought, is there a bigger reason or is there a creator?
Wow.
I believe the only difference between me and a tree, other than opposable thumbs, is choice. Like trees, and if anything, there's a burden of being a human being, right? And because a tree doesn't ask how far can I grow, it just grows. Human beings, we question everything because we think we identify with this, and this, and this, and oh, can I do it? Or only Michael Jordan can do it. And dude,
There's more peace being a tree.
but there's more peace when you don't have a choice because you just grow. And when you have more choices, you start overthinking things. So when I'm in nature, I'm just like, dude, this is beautiful. Like, I'm here. This is nice. The air's better, and then I leave.
But I'm sure when you're going from Hinduism, I'm not sure what your path was, right? But say it was Hinduism to atheism. It was at the path or no?
No, I mean, I had
was questioning
friends that
moments.
were, going through their own whatever journey in life, and they were questioning their life, and so some of them went towards Christianity, and some of them went towards Islam, and because I was friends with them, I would go to these places with them to see what it was, and it's a powerful place to be in, no matter what religion you are, because there's a decibel level of like love and prayer in
Community,
a room,
yeah.
community. So there's no question about it. But none of it stuck out to me like, oh, this is the answer. Yeah.
But what was the moment like where you were questioning?
I wasn't questioning. It was more like my friends would tell me that if you're feeling this way, you should come with me.
Oh, they were telling you that.
Like in the sense of like you might find some peace out of
Yeah,
it, right? Like
got it.
you because I
fair,
think a
I
lot of
guess,
people
yeah.
that are religious, when they see somebody that's questioning things, their
Yeah.
first reaction is
The hell?
you haven't found God yet. That's what my experience is, at least. So and because I didn't know what that really meant,
Yeah.
I would go with them and try to understand it and do all that.
Interesting. Well, at least you went, yeah.
But you've never had like a visceral reaction looking at nature and be like, wow, there's something beyond just...
I recently I've been meditating every morning, and I won't go deep into it, but there's certain mornings when after the it's like 19 minutes. There's a sense of euphoria in my body because the breathing that I'm doing creates so much more white blood cells and oxygen that I naturally feel like I'm, I don't know, on shrooms, just really euphoric.
Really?
Yeah. And all I'm doing is breathing at a certain pace.
Yeah, that does. Yeah.
Right.
Neurologically, it makes sense why.
So
yeah.
my example for that is basically me telling you, I have felt that feeling, but it's because I've done something to feel it, not because I believe in something.
Okay, what do you think about this? There's a lot of people that I see in LA, especially like girls. They say like, I'm spiritual, but like I don't believe in God. What does that mean?
That means that they
I'm sure dudes do the same, but yeah.
are trying to that means they're trying to tell you that they're open to going on a date with you. That's what that means. They don't really care. They're like, you know what? Brown is in right now. I'm gonna fuck with him. He's Pakistani, but he's a citizen. I like him. I watched Bridgerton. I'll fuck with him. That's what that means. That's what that means.
No, but so what is spirituality?
I don't know what it is, bro. Like I think it's just derivative of an emotion. Like I'm spiritual, I'm religious, I'm this.
Because I googled it. I was working spirituality into a bid somewhere, and what I came to the conclusion was spirituality meant you believe in something of a higher being. That gives you the spirituality.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
what's a higher being?
It's an otherworldly experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Shows.
But so somebody can be spiritual and not believe in God, according to you as an atheist. I'm just curious.
I think somebody can believe in God and shoot somebody. I think somebody can believe in spirituality and not believe in God. I think we have,
I get
to
you.
our original
Yeah.
conversation, I think people have taken the message of religion and make it so subjective that now you have like derivatives of companies, right? They have, I'm Christian, but I'm this, and I'm Mormon, but I'm this, and I'm Muslim, but I eat, this, and like it's all good. Like in the sense of we're all gonna do what we think works for us, and as long as we're around people that believe the same thing we believe, we're okay with it, right? Because if you went home and your mom was like, "Oh yeah, I'm Shia," and you're like, "Oh, I'm Sunni," and then it would be hard.
It'd be weird, yeah.
It would be very weird, and that's why I'm saying like our community kind of molds how we feel.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what I love about America too.
There it
I
is.
sound like so nationalistic.
I like how you throw that in every like
America.
couple minutes.
I love my country.
I love
and
America,
faith.
man. I love
freedom
America.
of religion, though. It's a beautiful thing.
It is
in America.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, of course.
I think America is probably the only country in the world that, I mean, obviously other countries have freedom of religion.
Yeah.
But in this country, we have not really seen religious violence.
What?
Have we?
9/11.
No, like I mean, like
Everything
against,
Charlie was saying was essentially a
I
religious
know.
point of view.
No, I know, but we haven't seen like religions go at it. Like we haven't seen.
Oh, yeah, like,
that's what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, like we haven't
Maybe
seen
in small pockets. for
Yeah,
sure,
in small pockets, I'm sure. I'm not saying there's never been like a
Yeah,
radical
yeah.
act of violence by a Muslim or a Christian. Sure. I mean, the KKK, a lot of them, they said it was Christian nationalism, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying we haven't really had religious wars where like one group is persecuting another group just because of their religious beliefs. Thankfully, on a massive scale, at least to my knowledge,
Yeah.
we haven't really seen that in America yet.
Where have you seen that?
In so many countries.
Other than Pakistan and India, where else?
No, there's so many countries. Like if you go back to Great Britain, why did the Puritans come to America? Because they were being persecuted in the Church of England.
If you go back to when America, quote unquote, was found, it was.
Well, were they being persecuted? I think we were founded because they were
Founded by whom?
white owning slaves. Yes, but I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
founded by whom though? Like Christians.
Christians. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they came to America to seek religious freedom because they were being persecuted by the Church of England, and
Right.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like America is one of the only places in the world where freedom of religion is exercised.
But didn't they
And
essentially
like
take out a whole bunch of people that didn't believe what they believed?
who?
Native Americans.
Native Americans, yeah. But was it because of religion or because of...
Yeah. It was. We want your shit. Give us your shit.
You think it was because of religion?
I think religion had a huge factor. I'm
It
sure
was a tool.
It was a tool, yeah. Because they had religion and they had science. So I've heard stories where they would tell like Native Americans when they wanted the land and they said no, they wanted food and they said no. They would say, oh, we're going to attack you from the gods above on this day. But they knew there was going to be a solar eclipse because they had science behind their pocket. And the Indians would give them all their food, or Native Americans would give them all their food.
But they were abusing religion then, you know. But it was also for resources too. I'm saying purely religious
you're
warfare.
a Hindu, I'm Muslim, let's fight.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I guess I'm biased because that's the part of the world that I come from that I'm scared for and concerned about. So that was my angle. But yeah, no, I get you. Obviously, it's been used by a lot of bad people.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy that we haven't seen any like Muslims against Christians or like, you know, that type of stuff. And I hope it stays the same because it's a beautiful thing to see.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, dog. They're not taking you back, bro. Don't worry about it, man.
It's a beautiful
This country's
thing.
beautiful, man. We all agree with you, dog. We all agree
Charlie
with
Kirk
you,
was a
dog.
beautiful man.
You're saying all the right things, dog. You're good, bro. Just don't tag me and you'll be fine, man.
You know what I was thinking about, man? I could go up on stage right now and make the nastiest 9/11 joke and not feel an iota of guilt. But I could not do the same thing with Charlie Kirk right
Really?
now. I would just feel guilty.
Wow.
I would just these last 5 days have been just like weird for me mentally because I was like, why am I scared?
I opened a joke with that on 9/11. It was just like, yeah.
Oh, 3 days ago.
I'm not religious, and I hate to do this to you guys, but can we please pray? Because I lost some family members. They bowed down for a second and they looked up like, you piece of shit. I just insinuated that the family members were there. I had the beer. Like, we know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We know you're brown, bro.
We get it.
We got
People
eyes.
do still get nervous about dark jokes. It's interesting. Either people love it or they're like,
Some people don't like dark jokes, man.
yeah,
Dark
yeah.
jokes are great.
yeah.
I think they ease the temperature almost all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Dark jokes.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you guys a question. What is has this always been just like, hey, let's just have a fucking talk and hang out? It's pretty cool.
I think in the beginning we were trying to do something like we didn't really know what we were trying to do. We were just trying to do something, and then because we had like a YouTube channel too, and so we're just hopping around, and then we discovered that we have deep conversations, and you know it'd be cool.
Fun.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
So why not record it? And so we did Zoom, and then I got the warehouse. We're like, let's just turn it into a full blown thing.
That's dope, man. This
To
is
a
really
pod room.
cool.
But
And often, like, you know people, but you don't really have conversations with them. Like, you know, you talk about,
yeah.
like, if I knew he was a comedian, we'd talk about so much stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we
of
would
course.
never, like, a sit down conversation, anything comes up.
Yeah,
You know?
it's fun.
Like, it's, you
Would
never
you ever
know.
talk about
Atheism? No,
too?
I don't think that would, I mean,
No.
I don't think that would come up.
I'm open to always talking about everything, but I
Yeah.
realize that when I lead with the topic sometimes, I don't know who I'm talking to or
Yeah.
how they're going to open with sometimes.
Where
so.
does it go usually when you lead the conversation?
You're going
I
to
think
hell.
people try to like really get aggressive with like not trying to convince me.
Convert you, kind of.
Not trying to convert me, but
Condescending for sure.
condescending. Yeah, that's what I was trying to lead to. Like
Oh.
condescending, like how dare you, and not saying you're gonna go to hell,
Yeah.
but it's like just. And I'm like, that's cool, man. Like I don't. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that you're offended that I don't believe what you believe, but
Do you like having those conversations?
I don't mind them because I don't lose my temper.
Yeah.
So I'm like, eh.
Yeah, and I'm sorry on behalf of religious people because that's these extremely religious people that think they're right about everything. They're really messing up religion's reputation because all the religions, major religions of the world, they teach tolerance. They teach that you should listen to somebody with an open mind. If they disagree with you, it's God who decides. It's not you. You're as a human, you're an ant. You're nobody. It's in God's power to judge everybody for their sins or for their goodness. Like you don't have the right to do that.
I wish you were on that Jubilee episode with Jordan Peterson.
Oh yeah.
Because nobody was this calm, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm trying to get you, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, the 25 atheists.
The 20 atheists versus
Yeah.
one Christian or whatever.
Yeah, because we always see the most radical people online.
Yeah.
The most like,
And who's
that
gonna
gets the
apply for
clicks.
that? Who's gonna apply to
The people
debate
who have the
Jordan
most
Peterson? Are you gonna apply
opinionated-
for that?
No, and I don't know enough about really anything, but I definitely don't know enough about religion for me to talk to somebody that clearly might know more than me. So I cannot be frustrated because if I come to you, I'm coming with such minimal facts that it's essentially just going to turn into some bullshit. And it's like, dude, it's not even a debate anymore, right? It's like you're just making shit up, Vipul. Like, what are you saying, man? It's like, yeah, my bad. I just wanted to be on camera. That's all that was.
Wow.
What are you most prideful of as an American?
As an atheist American.
No,
As
like
an atheist American, as an American going to hell. What do you like?
but our culture, like, what is something special about American culture? Because I think it's our open-mindedness. As much
You
as
think we're open-minded here?
as much as history has repeated itself, I know.
You're also in
understand that
California. It's like
Native
almost,
American
yeah.
slavery. I know, but people definitely. If you go to the South, I've been to the South, and yeah, people have their point of view there, but they're nice people. They're not like everywhere you go is not a Confederate flag. In fact, people will
Yeah, of
welcome
course
you.
not, no.
People they'll look at you like, oh wow,
Yeah.
a brownie.
Yeah.
Wow, good to see somebody.
Brownie.
brownie.
You're saying all the right things, man. You're saying all the right things. Brownie.
But I don't know. I feel like maybe I live in a bubble in LA, but I do think our power as a nation is people are open-minded, or they used to be, and now maybe not so much anymore.
What was the question?
What do you think that's a strength of America? Like open-mindedness. What do you think is the greatest power of America? American
Weapons.
culture.
Oh, culture.
Culture. Weapons for
yeah.
sure. Taxes.
I think this is, again, it's debatable because of the internet and everything else, but it's probably one of the only countries where every other country wanted to come to because you had legitimate opportunity here. It was the place of dreams, and it was a place to, if you wanted to be treated a certain way because you felt a certain way, you can live somewhere, you can go somewhere. If you wanted to be this, you can be here. If you wanted to get into music and do this, you can do that. And so I think this was one of the only countries, and other countries have evolved, but where you knew where you could go if you felt a certain way. And if you wanted to be in tech, or if you wanted to be a doctor, if you wanted to be here, or you can be here and you don't get into med school here, you can go overseas and come back. Like, I think our power is that it's so open. And so I think that would be the power of this country. And then it gets overused and it's manipulated and et cetera and et cetera. But
Interesting.
I think you can't have openness without somebody trying to manipulate it, right?
What do you think is the greatest power of American culture?
Off the top of my head, I've never thought about this actually.
The dome.
Off the dome, probably the confidence that I think we're brewed with.
Yeah, Americans are very confident.
I think it's
people,
very
man.
and I think
That's
just
crazy.
inherently, I think confidence brews success. And,
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that's culturally.
No, go ahead.
Just culturally, I think if you're a more confident person, then you're more willing to take risks. You're more willing to do things, more willing to step outside of the box.
It's a good point. It's
Speak
okay
your
to fail
mind.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to fail in America.
Yeah.
Confidence, huh?
Mm.
Yeah, I never looked at it from that point of view. That's interesting. We are confident people. Now that I think about it,
We're the most confident. That
We're
was
most.
so we had
Yeah.
a group I was in Croatia this summer, and we had a group of like 10 or 15 people, and I was the only American, and that was like the funniest thing to them. They kept making the jokes like, "Oh, you're American, like puffing their chest out. Like obviously, confidence is how they articulate
They view
us.
us.
Yeah, and I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
But obviously, like I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that's why we're number one right now, right? I think that's why.
Are we number one in what?
I think so.
Number
I think
one,
so.
America.
Number one in influence for sure. We're number
Wealth?
one in wealth. I think.
I don't think we are in wealth.
You don't think wealth?
I don't think we're number one in wealth. I definitely know we're not number one in education. I know we're not number one in a lot of things. Actually, I would be curious to know.
mass shootings.
You
You don't think we're number
Or
one?
number one.
influence?
Culture.
Yeah, maybe in culture.
I think that's.
Pop culture for sure. film.
I think even just the way we think about things.
we're number one. Like, what does that mean?
What does that mean? No, statistically, you're 100% right. Like education.
But when it comes
healthcare,
to when you talk about wealth per person, I don't think we're number one because there's a big wage gap.
yeah, maybe not per capita, but the wealth we absorb.
Hey, you might be right. GDP, we're number one.
More
largest, everything's consumer, military power.
Yeah.
International alliances, culture influence. Yeah.
Just when I was in Europe, that was the biggest thing that people would talk to us about. Like I was saying the last pod, people weren't like, they're not enthused with our politics, right? But they didn't have like much bad things to say about us.
Yeah.
And in fact, a few of them said like, we're kind of jealous that you have culture and we don't. So we go ahead as Europeans and we take your culture, like we take your pop culture references, or we take your style, we take your music, your cool actors. You know, I've heard that.
Yeah.
And that's really powerful, right? Because what else are we on the day-to-day besides your job?
Yeah.
You have to like things.
It's
right?
a very big melting pot here. You have a huge influence of people because of that. People were brought here, and a lot of them stayed in second generation, third generation, fourth generation. And then there's other people that fled to come here because, again, it's opportunity, right? So, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Opportunity, yeah. That's
a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
What's one advice? This is the last question. We'll end the pod here. What's one advice you would give your 24-year-old self if you could go back in time, besides starting comedy earlier?
I would tell myself to enjoy everything a little more. I think there were moments in my 20s that I was so caught up in feeling whether it's good or bad or this or that, because I'm not religious, that feeling is so rare that I was lucky enough to have it, that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be happy, but to not attach myself to anything, but enjoy it. Enjoy it a little more. I think I rushed through a lot of life in my 20s because I was like trying to get to the next thing or whatever it might be.
Interesting. And you, in that moment, you thought that was stemming from you not being religious?
No, I think it came from just conditioning, not knowing. It just sounds like not knowing who I was in the sense of like
just figuring yourself out.
Yeah, figuring myself out. Yeah.
Slow down, smell the roses.
Slow down, smell the roses. Yeah, simply put, slow down and smell the roses.
Fair
Even
enough.
when you can't smell the roses, attempt to smell the rose because you're creating that memory of just enjoying something.
Right.
Interesting.
Even though you can't smell it.
It's a good point, man.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sometimes
we are.
Maybe I'm wrong, and
No,
I'll see you in heaven, dog. I'll be right
you're
there.
definitely wrong about that. Yeah. But you're right about the smelling roses part. Yeah, you're right about that.
You never know, dog. You never know. Vipul, what the fuck you doing up here? How the hell did you get up here?
What if you're like on a higher level of heaven? You're like,
Oh,
this guy
you would be so pissed. You would be
Episode
so
114.
pissed.
He said he doesn't exist. God, what happened? Nah. At the end of the day, I do really think your deeds go a long way. It's about your actions.
They do, and how you do the deeds as well. Like if you're only doing good deeds because you want to go somewhere, in my opinion, then there's no authenticity in it. The action's still good, but when you're doing something because you want to do it, there's an authenticity to it. There's a love to it, and even when you fail at it, you're able to go through the failure a little more gracefully because you wanted to do it. You understood the ramifications of whatever you're doing.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's up to God, right?
There it is. There it is, dog.
Anything else you want to say before we end the pod?
No, man.
Where can people find you?
Huh?
Where can people find your comedy?
Comedian Vipul Vipul M at Instagram and TikTok. This was dope, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you
man.
for coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. This is really dope.
Good combo.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.